For the next 100 days, I'll be surviving in this ocean with literally nothing around me. I've got zilch to work with out here, but the scary creatures lurking in the waters below. My goals are simple: to craft my very own diving suit, taking on the waters below at supersonic speeds, and building my very own Viking village from scratch, leaving a little mark on this vast world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy 100 days in an ocean-only world. All right, ocean-only world. There is no land in sight whatsoever, and I'm stuck. Oh my gosh, there's a shark already. Okay, and a jellyfish. I wasn't prepared to do this already. Please let me leave. Okay, we gotta figure out a way to survive in the middle of the ocean with nothing. I mean, clearly the best option is going for that boat because there is nothing else in the water here except a lot of fish that scare me. So I swam to the nearest boat, hoping that the villagers inside would be able to allow me to survive. Oh, safe land. Okay, all right, whew. Now that we're here, though, I can kind of explain what's going on. So, obviously, ocean-only world, that we get. But there is literally no land, no trees. I didn't start with a sapling. I have nothing. Oh, look, I've got wood now. But basically, I have nothing. And to get something, I have to loot these boats, hoping that there are saplings aboard. Without them, I'm gonna probably end up just stealing the boats themselves. And that's not gonna go well for all the passengers on board. All right, so what I'm seeing with this place is there's a ton of food here and just a bunch of random items. I don't know what we're doing with this, but I'm not mad at it. I think I'm more confused than anything. Well, I guess now that we're here, we should use what this ship has to make ourselves a boat and then figure out where we're headed next. I mean, I think the best place is probably that pillager outpost. But that's not the only structure I've added. Otherwise, this challenge would be impossible. There are definitely going to be more boats that look like this one. There are a bunch of other mods that add in boats, so one of them will eventually have a sapling on it, and that's just what we have to go find. Taking my little boat over this place, I wasn't expecting much. I don't think I've ever seen a pillager outpost with saplings, but one can pray. I'm assuming this place isn't gonna have a sapling as much as I really want it to. Oh, we got our first diamond. Okay, that's something. Ooh, iron too. Okay. Pillager outposts are not gonna be as bad as I thought. There's plenty of stuff on here for me. Next up, I spotted the same ship as before, hoping that maybe this one would have the random loot of a sapling. All right, we made it to ship number 2, our second in the line of villager ships. Let's, ooh, I think, oh, all these chests look the exact same. No way there's no random loot generation. Oh, these chests look the exact same. This one will have arrows. Oh, no. These are gonna be the exact same every single time, aren't they? Which means there's not gonna be a sapling on these types of ships. Ooh, that's not very good for us. Okay, we're gonna have to find a different style of ship then. But it's not like I'm done looting this type of ship. I mean, it's those valuable stuff on board. Plus, who can pass up free food? But further into the ocean, I'm really trying to scout out ships that I haven't been to, aka the Viking Villager one. I'm hoping to find one of the many other types of boats I have in this video, but my luck just kept giving me the Viking Villager one. I may be oh! Whoa, 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 new ship. New ship just dropped. Let's go, dolphins. Holy cow, new ship just dropped. Look at that. Look at that one. Oh, it doesn't even have a real... Oh, ooh. Ooh. Okay, I don't think we can take on that ship right now. There's a bunch of skeletons on it. Look how picturesque that is, though. Man, what a ship. Unfortunately, iron armor skeletons are not in my wheelhouse for day 1, so I was back into the ocean scanning for another ship. This time, though, I came across something interesting. My Youtooz! That's right, everybody! This baby me is live now! Use the top link in the description to get your very own version of myself. Now, this is a limited time only drop, and this cute little bugger will never come out again. Don't let baby Dino Welcomin go without some love, alright? I made this thing special for the before 1 mil gang, because we're so close to hitting that goal, but Youtooz me is only for those who got me there. Thanks for hearing me out. Now back to looking for that sapling. Is that a fleet? We got a fleet of ships up here. Holy cow. Okay. But there's a fleet of ships up here, and they're villagers. Okay, perfect. They're flying. Slightly. That's all right, though. Hey, guys. I am here for a sapling. Do you happen to have one? Seeds. Wow, okay. I'll take seeds. That's actually really, really good for us. corn kernels? I don't think. Sapling! Oh my word, I didn't see it right off the bat. Yes! We have an oak sapling, but at the very least, we know we can survive here. Let's go. Big find for your boy. If I can get some dirt and actually grow this thing, we'll be making money moves in the ocean. Okay, that was cringe. Either way, there's more loot to be had. Hopefully some growable stuff to add to my natural item army. Bunch more seeds. All right, we're gonna continue to loot this place. And if we get anything else amazing, like bamboo. Oh my word, we got bamboo. That's actually so good for us now that I think about it. All right. If we could get sugarcane, oh, moss, that's good too. If we could get sugarcane, things would be set for us. Further into the ship, we were finding emeralds and iron, as well as a jail cell full of ores. Maybe this was like their treasury area or something. But my inventory is getting incredibly full, and it's only been one day, so I gotta figure out how am I going to settle down. I could probably sleep on one of these outer ships tonight, but how do I go about growing a sapling in the ocean? Bombs? I always love seeing these. These are so funny. Can I throw this at a shark? Is there a shark actively in the water? Oh, there's a drowned. There we go, he's gone. Oh, I love the bombs in this game. We're starting off day 2 with a lot in our inventory, and I've got to make use of it somehow. So we're headed out to pasture, mostly the water, to find somewhere to live. Whoa, there's a... Look at him go! He's swimming away from home. Dude, what the heck are you doing? Get on, boy. Get on. Get in the boat. There you go, bud. Let's get out of here. I've picked up Frank. Frank, my new friend. We're gonna take him with me on our adventure. See if we can find a new place to live. Whoa, what the? A sea message. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping the sea message. I don't know what I expected when I saw the message in a bottle, but not the, oh man, I drowned. I'm laughing at a man, I'm dead meme. Further out, I found something I didn't expect to see. Another fleet of villager ships. Now this has to be a sign. This one's got fresh loot, plenty of dudes on it. I got a base near here. So my new friend Frank and I found a place close, and I used my new Frostwalker boots to make a path. All I needed was a couple of blocks next to each other to call this a raft. It's not very good, but it's home. It's mine, and the ice is actually kind of annoying the heck out of me right now. Okay. There we go. We have somewhat of a platform to live on, and it looks atrocious, but that's all right. We do need dirt, though. Ooh, is there dirt around? Oh, no, I didn't think about this. There's not going to be any dirt around here because we're in a warm ocean. Oh, all right, villager. We're going to go to a colder ocean and hopefully find some dirt. I got pretty lucky and spotted some in a wall decently close to Frank and I. I swam down, blocked myself in so I wouldn't drown, and got to work. We really only need enough to grow a few trees with, so I'm not hunting down stacks upon stacks. And without a shovel, I could only grab so much. Back home, I guess you could call it, I made an ice platform at night so it wouldn't melt, and decided to place in all of my dirt. This doesn't look great, I get it, but for now, it'll at least grow my saplings. I did run into a small issue though. We have no light for stuff to grow at night, and I have no wood, so we had to grow the bamboo. With that, I was able to make a stick and a few torches. I know it's going to 100% melt the ice, but like this is better than living in darkness. Day 3, I kind of need more land, and since I don't have access to wood right now because these trees are not growing, I'm gonna go steal from the rich, aka the villagers. Making an ice bridge is actually really funny. This is so cool. I'm actually very glad we found this this boot set. This is cool. I like this. All right, I'm here to steal your boat. I need the boat. I'm sorry. I also have yet to loot this place, so it's free stuff for me. Nothing I really need right now, like meat and stuff. But the wood, on the other hand, I am going to steal, take, and pillage. I'll use this stuff to extend out my land mass so that when trees do come, all of their stuff isn't falling in the ocean like this. Oh, and I got to use the wood to make a chest. That's right, my inventory was still absolutely overflowing. But now we're ready to get this video started. 100 days on an ocean, am I right? Now, does this look awful? I mean, yeah, absolutely it does. 170%. It looks atrocious, but We really just need land right now, and I will remove it later. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. We're gonna do this whole thing in dark oak. I'm not gonna like it, and we'll remove it later. But for now, we just need something to stand on. After our raft was set in place, I pretty much have to come up with an idea for a house on the water. Yeah, that's not gonna be easy. I think the best thing that we could do is a boat. I mean, it fits, obviously, but I don't just want to copy other boats, like take their design and bring it over here. I could have taken over one. I'm gonna build my own, but that's gonna require so much wood. More wood than my oak farm will ever be able to handle. Okay, now this may sound insane, but I have a small idea that I want to try out. It requires shears and a new axe because mine's about to break, and then it requires leaves. So if we take these leaves, what I want to do with them is, I think if we attach them to any log, it'll automatically break that log as if it were a tree. So tree feller is a little bit of an interesting mod because it's not gonna work 100% of the time, or it's gonna work oddly. So we're gonna go and try and put some leaves on these ships and just cut them all down completely. I don't know if that's how it works, but we're gonna go try. My first attempt was just to place as many leaves around the boat as possible, but after that didn't seem to bring the entire boat down, I was wondering if the manually placed leaves don't work. Maybe I have to like grow an entire tree on the boat? So yep, that was the new goal. Try and grow a tree next to a sail and cut it all down in one go. Oh, it's gonna work. Oh, it's 100% gonna work. Look at this. This is taking forever to break. Oh, ho, ho! It worked. Look at that. We got a bunch. Oh, this was spruce. Oh, wow, we got a bunch of spruce and we can take this back. Okay. Things were looking up for your boy. Now, I wanted to try it on the main boat. My hesitation was the fact that it was stripped log. Realistically, I didn't think it would work, plus I had to take out a huge area for the tree to actually grow. But when it did, I was surprised to see it take a couple logs with it. So I did it again, trying to connect as much wood to this tree as possible. Who knows, maybe this time I get the entire boat. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and it just took a couple more logs with it. I guess a lot of manual mining is in my future. Either way, we got a solid haul of logs that I was able to take home. All right, well, we did get some wood, just not as much as I would have liked, but we know now for the future, which is good. Very good. But a couple stacks of wood is not going to be enough for a full-on boat. That'll be tomorrow's problem. Oh look, it's tomorrow and I need more wood. The first thing I did was start by taking all of the sail, posts, masts, I have no idea, from the small boats at the fleet. All of them were made out of spruce and it'll be good to have on hand. After that, I went back to actually stealing their big boat, the one made of stripped dark oak. I figured this had the most logs in it and it'll come in handy when I make my own ship. After that, I stole the stripped spruce wood from the original Viking villager ship that's near my house, and started taking the stripped oak from the body of the ship. The kicker, though, is that they're no longer allowed to sail. I'm just gonna steal the entire thing myself and probably recreate it on my own boat. What? I like blue and white. Whew, home sweet home. Stuff has grown here while we were gone as well, but I think this is a pretty good wood haul, if I do say so myself. We've got, almost 2 stacks of each type of wood. That might be enough. I don't know if it is, but it might be enough. And then we have our materials for our sail. At the very least, we have some. Oh, we got a little bit more extra wood. And then lanterns. Fantastic. Okay. You can also combine these up so that we have full shears now. And I'm off to bed. So now that we've got some wood, it's time to build my own ship. I want to make a rendition of the other ones around me, mostly combining the hull from one ship and the sail from another. But I also have to make sure the water's clear. All right, let's check the water, make sure there's nothing. Ooh, shark. Well, I want to build, but I don't know if I'll be able to with a shark in the flippin' water. I don't get good shark vibes, I won't lie. Kind of going up for, what? Whoa! He's on land. He is on land. He is on land. He is slightly on land. Why is he on land? Hold on. Why can't I? There we go. There we go. There's one hit. Heck yeah. Oh my word, he jumps high. He jumps high out the water. Okay. Okay, things are fine. They're not going very fine, but things are fine. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, okay. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. Nice. Good hits, good hits, good hits. Keep the shark on his tails. Oh, he's vibrating like a freaking... What are y'all doing? What you doing, dog? You're freaking dancing for me. Dude, how many hits? There we go. There we go, baby. We really are gonna need a bigger boat. That guy was hitting me through like 3 blocks. He's like a hoglin. Oh my goodness gracious, man. There more? There's kind of more. Okay. All right, we know those sharks are bad sharks. This guy seems a little chill. That right there is a bull shark. 100%, that's what it was. So we need to stay away from those things. But while the sharks are a little far away, it's time to start my boat. Right now, I'm just trying to make the crescent, like the bottom of the ship that dips into the ocean, and then the part that'll come back out the top. Oh, you know what? A better word for that would be the backbone. This is the backbone of our ship. And I think I did pretty well for my first ever boat. Maybe a couple things are lopsided, but I like it. Moving on though, I have to now smooth out the ship. All right, we're gonna need a lot of stairs and slabs in this thing to make it look all right. Then I had to start branching it out. No one prepares you for how to branch out a ship, okay? You don't just learn this from not doing it ever. I'm really just trying to like follow the backbone that I made up with slabs and hope that it's smooth enough that the other sides can follow. The next day I was pretty hesitant with this build. First I'm trying to copy over what I did on the other side, and that's hard enough. But I'm also trying to extend out more layers, and I just don't know how to do it. I came up with a way to just like do the ship like top first. I don't know why I started on the bottom. I really need like an outline. I need a path to follow for my builds. And it was a lot easier to figure out the shape the ship should be from the top versus the bottom. But also, I messed it up a couple of times and had to fix it. I didn't take into account how long the ship was going to be before getting to the butt of it. What's it called? Like the stern, the bow, the butt? I don't know. Nemo will probably tell me. All right, see, this is what happens. You know what? You slowly start to learn how to build a... You fall in the water. You slowly start to learn how to build a boat, time in and time out of having to mine this thing over and over again, but that's all right. Eventually, we're going to get there. Eventually, we will have our very own, very cool boat. Whoa. Yo, Mr. Great White has joined the frickin' party. I don't know if I want to go down. Oh, I definitely don't. I definitely don't want to go down there now. Not only has Mr. Great White joined the party, he is schizophrenic. Look at that guy go. There's a whale. There's a whale that's joined the party too. Hey guys, how do I get a shark out of my boat? Does anyone know? Has anyone experienced this before? Also, is your boat full of water? Because mine is. I couldn't really do much building with him around because clearly he's mad at me for something, probably making a boat in his hunting grounds. But I just went home and slept. Guys, I think we're safe up here. They're not gonna find us. We're in the trees. We are the trees. Surely the shark goes away now, right? Like he just he hacks off. Please. I can't tell what he's mad at. Like, is it me? Is he mad at me? I can't tell. I genuinely don't actually think he is. Oh, there's a bull shark over there too. No way, I'm trying to build here, guys. Oh, no, 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 no. Even with them in the way, I got to work on shaping the front of our boat. I don't exactly know how the front of a ship is supposed to look, but I know it points out in the direction it's going. I also wanted to lower the sides, because I know a lot of these sail-type boats, I don't know, I'm making a Viking ship, I think, have sides that dip closer to the water. And I don't know how I'm gonna get on a boat that's like 2 blocks higher than the water. Then finally came the issue of blending the top and the bottom. Creating a side of a ship is much harder than you'd think. Thankfully, using spruce makes it not look too bad. I don't know. It looks like fine, I guess, from the outside. We need like a larger perspective here. We need to go back a bit. Like as a boat, I feel like the heavier bit is it's not looking as good. It is also just a bunch of slabs put together. But that's not stopping me. We're doing this whole side today, even if I have to constantly restart because I mess up. I think the hardest part in my head was making sure that this last block, basically the railing, wasn't too flat. To remedy that, I pushed out the bottom of the boat more so that I wouldn't have to push down the top of it. And I have to say, we're slowly getting somewhere, because by the end of these days, we had half the ship done. Okay, the moon is going down. I haven't spoken in like basically the entire day. But there we go. There we go. There's half of the ship. I actually, now that I'm looking at it, it looks pretty freaking good. I mean, yeah, sure, there's a little wobbly sections that we can clean up, but now I just have to copy every single slab, every single stair onto the other side. And that, hopefully, I choose to do in a replay because there is no way I am showing you that process. It's going to take forever. Ah, I'm drowning. Now, just to make today a little bit easier, day 11, we're just going to be copying over one side onto the other. It has to be perfect, otherwise my OCD is going to kill me. But we're doing this in a replay, nice and easy. You're seeing minutes of work in seconds. But you really have no idea how many times I probably almost drowned by going to the bottom of the ocean and just staring up, hoping that I'd see the difference from one side to the other. I have determined the best way to copy to the other side is to go to the ocean floor and look up. I think we freaking did it, lads. My goodness, we did. It's a complete perfect replica on both sides now. There we go. We have a perfectly replicated boat on either side. I think it looks really good. I don't know what I'm going to do with this front part. I feel like maybe we fix that up a little bit more. But we have a boat. We can live here now instead. That is awesome to hear, I think. Right, guys? We're happy? Happy about this? Now I'm just going to go home and sleep away my stress from the day. One of the big things that we got were these 6 spongeroonies, and I think we definitely use them to clear out the ship. I don't know how well they're gonna do. Ah, pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good. Oh, wait, this will help too. Frostwalker coming in clutch, I think, right? Is that how this works? Oh, no, it melts right back into... Never mind, I'm a little dumb. It's okay. That is most of it. We got most of it in one ride there. That's fine. I do wish I had access to the nether, though, because smelting these bad boys up takes a minute. Either way, we cleared out all of the water on the ship. That way we're not waterlogged. It's nice to be able to see the inside, too. Figure out what we're working with. The main issue I saw so far is that it's not even, mostly because I made the outside even, but not the inside. I wasn't paying attention to that at all. So I had to go and fix up all of the spruce. Plus, I wanted to add oak in this place, and I thought the floor would be a great spot for it. However, the issue is the spruce on the outside of the boat has to stay there. And some of these on the inside are also on the outside, so I can't move them. Which means we're kind of doing like a teddy bear stomach with this oak wood. You know how it always has like that lighter inside circle? Yeah, that's what the ship has become. Either way, the hardest part is going to be the galley or the captain's quarters, wherever you have to like go inside of on a ship. I had no idea what to do. I really should have watched One Piece before this so I could have figured this out, because I definitely did not, and I think it would make it look better if I knew what I was doing. But since I don't, we're just gonna have to roll with it and replace the blocks I don't like later. Maybe we do roll with the one-sided staircase. Maybe that'll look better. Hold on, let's check. Oh yeah, I think the one staircase makes this look a lot better. And then I don't really know how I want to do this top because, I mean, obviously it feels very, very blocky, and I don't exactly know how to fix that. Like if we did an arch, that would feel weird, no? Unless we open up the captain's quarters. I feel like that's not bad. I think we can make this look a lot better with trapdoors, which we just don't have access to right now. I think this looks good. It's a lot of wood. It's definitely a lot of wood. If it gets struck by lightning, I'm gonna be very, very sad. But that does give you a good idea of our fully wrapped up ship outline. I still have the sail to do. Now the last part, like I said, was the sail, and this part's gonna take a while, and I wasn't sure if I had enough wool already. So I ran over to the nearest Home Depot and stole one. Will these guys miss it? Probably. They'll be stuck at sea forever, but I'm gonna enjoy this thing. Now when it comes to actually building one, I don't want it in the direct center of the boat. I think that's probably wrong, so I'm gonna put it more in the back half. And now comes the hard part of figuring out how cloth works. I kinda wish I left the one over behind my base so I could see a reference, but you live and you learn apparently, and you learn to constantly redo your work. This was a nightmare of a build for me. I don't think I'm made for boats. I was bringing sides out, I was making things look flat, and I overall first try ruined this sail. I think the reason I don't like this that much is because I didn't consider it to be a tightly pulled item. You know, like a tablecloth. When you pull a tablecloth together, it tightens up. Like that is what it does. When you pull a corner to a corner, it tightens. And I didn't do that at all with this thing, and I don't love that I didn't. I mean, for my first ever boat, it's not bad. I'm not gonna like right away hate on it, and I will probably eventually put the work in to fix it. I don't believe it's even, and there was a point to that. Like, I didn't want it to be completely even, and it doesn't look it, but like it might be a little bit too uneven. I don't know. Sails aren't supposed to be perfect, and I really didn't want this one to be perfect, especially since it's my first. So I'm gonna just keep it as it is and hope that ooh, that looks atrocious. Holy heck. Wow, that left side is awful. Oh my goodness. Oh dear Lord. What on earth was I thinking? Apparently I brought one side out too far and didn't let it like fold back, which ended up just making the build look very blocky, and it's not like it's waving, which is what we really want. By the end of the third day working on this thing, I liked it enough to start working on the supports. Most of these boats have a rope, quote unquote, leading all the way up the pole, the sail pole. What is that called again? The mast? Mast pole? Massive pole? Ninja moment? Either way, I think it was looking pretty good from the side. I started day 17 off by finishing fence rope thing that I'm making. Oh yeah. Look at that. From this angle, it doesn't look like I messed up the entire thing like I think I did. So this is good. Very good. Okay. Well, boys and girls, we have our home. Now I just have to move on board, figure out where the trees are gonna go, and you know what? I didn't think this through. How is this stuff gonna fit on a boat? Now on to spawn proofing. I already heard a spider spawn down below in the ship, but I don't want to put lights on my sail, so I'm just chucking carpet down, hoping this will work. I know, right? I came prepared with some brains this video. I'm even hanging lanterns from our rope thing. After that, I went downstairs to see how much room we actually have to deal with. I'm thinking about putting some chests down here after discovering that I can have a full floor all to myself. And honestly, it works out best because most ships have that like ladder and trapdoor area that you can go down, and mine didn't yet. I'd say as long as we don't flood the place, we could put a good 10, 12 chests down here. Looking at the ship, I really need to find the best way to have stuff on board. I didn't think about this beforehand, but there's not a ton of actual usable space on the boat unless I want it to look ugly. So I just have to get creative. Okay, what I wanted to do was to slightly make more room down here instead of having the mast go all the way, which, yeah, makes sense. But if we did trapdoors instead, we'll have a little bit more room to look around down here. This is a lot easier to maneuver around, and it still looks pretty good, so I'm happy with this. And then when it comes to actually figuring out the downstairs here, I think we just do, what, chests on this side, chests on this side? Like, how basic can we get, you know? It didn't feel right though, only having chests down here. I mean, we've clearly figured out the storage issue, but now it's just bare. So I went back out and made some barrels. You know, back in the olden days when I wasn't around, these barrels probably would have been full of liquor, but right now they're empty and then will probably be full of fish. Huh, I have no idea where I'm gonna put the lanterns in here, but like storage-wise, this is pretty good. We got plenty of stuff here. We can even put item frames on these barrels if we want, so probably stuff like fish or food or saplings or whatever can go in them. But the light source down here, I don't know what to do. Instead of barrels, we put one lantern here, and then we grab pots and we put like a potted plant. That way it kind of looks better. Is there clay in the ocean anywhere? You know what? We'll find it later. I'm sure we can get pots somewhere. For now, we gotta move in still. I'm sure you know what that means. A lot of breaking, bringing stuff over and absolutely refusing to organize it, and then having to remove our first raft. Am I gonna miss it? Absolutely not. But I still think it served its purpose while we were here. All right, we are moved in. We have gotten rid of our... That'll fix in the morning. We've gotten rid of our old island, and honestly, we kind of have to trade it off for a new one. I'm gonna have to find some dirt and make our own island because we will need trees and stuff to continue, but for what we've got, we do have a fantastic ship to our name. I really like it. With our ship pretty much intact now, I've been realizing we've done a lot of building so far. And our armor, tools, pretty much everything we own is half broken or awful, so we gotta go mining. The ocean isn't exactly known for the caving life, but there happen to be a few ravines by my base that I could see. Thankfully, I've thought ahead. I brought some doors with me because we are dealing with the ocean here, but we're going for iron. I mean, yes, diamonds will be nice when we find them, but our armor is currently the key. Ooh, there's even diamonds down here. That is the biggest benefit of having really, really deep oceans that are very, very scary, but you can find diamonds inside. Perfect. The hope is that I can keep that luck going, but just not in this ravine, because eventually it ended. Moving on, I spotted another underground cave, but I really only grabbed some gold from it. The real kicker was finding Big Boy Ravine. I'm sure there's plenty of iron in here, and maybe a few surprises. Whoa! That's a lot of mobs. Okay, so we know there's a cave there. I just don't know if I want to go in it. That's a lot of mobs. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, let's see if we can find a better way into that cave that isn't so stuffed full of things trying to kill me. Unfortunately, no such entrance existed, only diamonds. Am I really complaining about finding ores right now? Either way, I went back to that little opening. All right, well, I should be able to handle this. Hopefully, we're gonna use creepers to do it. Oh, I got hit with slowness. Woohoo! Have a heart. Woohoo! Baby, that was close. That was close. I did not realize how slow and how heavy those guys were going to hit me. That's all right, though. We may get through, and there's spawning more. Okay, lovely. After pretty much striking out in the ocean, I gave up on trying to find a cave and just went strip mining. Is this the more fun option? Not quite, but hopefully it'll lead me to a cave with plenty of loot. About 1,000 blocks later, we did make it to a cave. Of course though, all good things come to an end, until I spotted this random campsite underground. A mimic broke loose, that's right, a chest that attacked. Freerin be like. But anyway, it gave me the angler's hat, which is basically an extra level of luck of the sea. But also, the campsite had sugarcane. That's right, huge find. All right, that's some very good diamond luck we just had. We're at 22 now. I don't have to actually worry about my pickaxe disappearing completely from my life, because that was a worry. While I wasn't finding anything, not being able to have a pickaxe for the rest of the trip would have been pretty awful. However, I think it's time we resurface, so I mined up the iron on my way and found myself in the middle of absolute nowhere. Note to self, if you're gonna build a boat, don't make it look like all the others so it takes so long to find. But we also got stuff like sugarcane, copper, which I have a plan to use, and we also got some leather, which I think means, can we make a backpack? Oh, we need 6 leather. Are you serious right now? That's insane. Okay, wait. I think there is a way I can get leather. I just need a drowned. Wow. The one time there's not a drowned chilling outside. Whoa! There's a drowned! Hey, man. Drop some rotten flesh. Perfect! I did not see that guy at all. What a jump scare. All right. Now let's take this and try and... Please get on the boat. Try and smelt it. We're gonna need another furnace, though. Okay. I think we can smelt rotten flesh into leather. Don't get me wrong, I might be wrong. I might honestly be completely wrong, but let's just see, because if we can make a backpack and then slowly upgrade it. So let's do that. Let's grab all of the stuff we need for it. Boom, boom, backpack. All right, can we put it on our back? Wait, what the heck? Oh, what in the world is this? Huh? This doesn't go on my back? Oh, it does. How do I open it? Hold tab to move items quickly. Huh, so that's how we quick store. So if I want to put like some extra food in there, right? We hold tab and then we click and then it goes in the backpack. But it displays here, which is very interesting. But like, oh, and we just take it. Huh. Oh, this is so confusing. To start out the next set of days, I made myself an enchant table. We have plenty of things to enchant, mostly because I soon want to go to the nether. But before that can happen, I gotta scout out some dirt. So I enchanted a diamond epic shovel and headed to the sea. So for dirt to work, we're gonna have to take some boats and kind of just skim the ocean floor, see if there's any dirt below us. I remember we got some from the wall over here, like this steep hill. There was dirt in the wall the last time, but there was only like 30. So we really need regular, like a big old hunk of dirt. That's what we need, big old hunk of dirt. Where are you at? That's what we need right now. That's what I gotta find. Shockingly, the dirt kind of led me back to the ravine. There seemed to be a lot of pockets of it. However, the first one I went to wasn't so good. Oh, okay, cool. This patch was about 8. All right, this is gonna be a fun journey. We're gonna get 8 dirt every time. Woohoo. Thankfully, that wasn't actually the case, because while down here, I was getting plenty of dirt. The hardest part when finding said dirt was actually trying to find an air pocket, or make my own air pocket so that I can mine it quicker. Dirt mining is a tough job, apparently. Something that I didn't plan on being hard at all was. But I pretty much emptied the ravine of all of its dirty blocks, spending way too much time on this project just so I can build an island next to our boat. All right, we made away with a decent amount of dirt. This is like what, 9? 8.5 stacks of dirt. I am happy with that, which is great because the moon is falling and the sun is rising, so we make it home at a perfect time to start the next day and hopefully extend our little island over here. I wonder how far we'll be able to get. Probably not that far, but hopefully it'll be something so we can grow trees on here. Now that we have the dirt that we need, I gotta start working on the outline of this island. Originally, I wanted to stay with the boat theme, but it was made prevalent to me that I can just put a dock on the island and call it good. But when forming the island, I also wanted to make sure I was sticking with the normal Minecraft landscape. I've learned the game enough now to figure out how it spawns in a world, and I'm just gonna remake that. Alright, that looks like a pretty good island shape, and if we need to, we can always extend it in certain areas, but for now, we really just need this for trees, so I can continue to grow stuff. I'm really hoping I'll be able to find some spruce saplings somewhere, or you could use this for like trader spawns, right? They'll spawn on this, I think. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if they'll spawn in the ocean. They might not spawn here, but if they do, they'll use this platform and then we'll be good to go. That would be the most helpful thing for us, so that we could get a different type of sapling, maybe, and I am not harvesting other boats for their raw materials, which I do feel bad about, but back to placing. With my 10 or so stacks of dirt, I was really only able to fill in like maybe a fourth of this entire circle, maybe a third. I don't know math too well. That is not much. However, now that we have a platform, I want to go to the nether. So I built my portal without having access to flint and steel. Good job, me. Thankfully, the ocean is full of flint. Well, gravel, but still. All right, then we use that to light our portal, and we head inside to check it out. What is in the nether? I'm hoping just regular. I don't actually... Oh, thank the Lord, it is regular. Okay, I actually thought we were in a lava-only nether. This could be worse. I can't think of what would be worse, but it could be. While we're in here, the main thing I'll be looking for are hoglins. We need leather. Now, you'd think that's for an enchant table, but no, I want to make a diving suit, which requires copper and leather. That's what I want right there. That big bad boy. Big bad boy. Whoa, big bad boy. Whoa, 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 Nelly, whoa, big bad boy. Whoa, 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 2 of you. All right, you know what? 2 against 1 deserves a gap, bro. Let's go. Yeah. How do you feel about your friend dying? Oh, you retaliate. How bold, how brave, how strong of you. Wah, wah. I got no leather for that. Whoa, shots fired. Dude, I didn't get any leather for that? That is crazy. That just means I'm hunting hoglins all day and night. These guys aren't exactly the easiest mob to take down when I only have iron armor, but I'm trying my best here. I'm more so shocked that out of like the first 10 kills, I only got 1 piece of leather. This was a theme too. Apparently the drops on leather were much more rare than I thought it was. Eventually, I got sick of killing these guys for terrible rewards, and moved on to the zombified pigmen, who have a chance to drop rotten flesh, which I can smelt into leather. Yeah, the mods in this video I have are pretty helpful. Oh, you know what? I should loot this house. I really should loot this house. Okay, fine. Let's go loot this house. We'll come back for the bastion and the 30 levels and more leather later. I really just want to make our scuba suit so we can get dirt to build our island out. Are there bees? Wait, there's bees in here. I don't know what that does for me, but that's kind of cool. Wait, what? Wait, what? There's dirt in here and roses. I mean, I never thought I'd see roses. There's a beehive. There's genuinely a beehive that I can just... What? What the heck kind of place is this? Whoa, it's got a basement. Whoa! We got a whole chef station in here. Wait, what? We got sweet berries now? We got bowls for some reason. Oh, we have rice. We have cooked rice. What the heck's going on here? This is awesome. I mean, I'm gonna gladly take the few dirt that's in here. And, yeah, sorry, sir. I'm going to have to kill you. I'm also gonna take the, absolutely gonna take the cooking pot and the frickin' stove here. What is this? The smoker? Take that. Take the diamond knife. I mean, sure. And we got some ham. What a find. Oh, I didn't even check. What the heck? What is this? Winner chicken dinner? Dang, we got some glazed honey ham up in here. That is awesome. I'm also stealing y'all's dirt, 100%, and the roses. I'm not gonna be able to get these anywhere else. I need to. When returning home, I spawned in a cave. This is not my island. And while getting up to the surface, I got sidetracked by a mine shaft. Yep, that's right, greedy ore man going at it again. Eventually, I found my way out and spotted home. That's right, we are this far away. How on earth did we get here? Either way, it's time to check out the diving suit recipe. So, we have our copper and we have our leather. I want to make this diving suit. It seems fairly easy to make. We just have to do this for the chest plate. Of course! Of course it has a common rating and a whatever. Alright, well, I didn't know that. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I did not know we could do that. That's great. Wow, okay. I'm gonna re-roll the diving boots. There we go. At least that's something. And then the helmet requires a glass pane. And then we will craft this into our diving helmet. We will craft this into our diving helmet. We will diving helmet. We suck at this, apparently. Diving helmet. Diving helmet. I'm going to jump. Okay, so things may have not gone well, but I still have to test out my terrible armor set. I literally sink to the bottom of the ocean in this thing. That's right, we have water breathing, but we can also walk on the ocean floor. I couldn't exactly figure out how to get up until I just sprinted and started swimming away. But it is so easy to just fall back down to the ocean floor in this suit. I still like it though. Next up on our list of stuff, we gotta get some oak growing over here. I can't believe it, but after taking away our little raft, I realized how useful it was to us. Now back to work on that diving set. It requires so much freaking copper, so I took some doors back into the ocean to find some. I'm not a big fan of mining copper, but it is really easy to get. Every vein has so much inside, no one can complain about it. Actually, my adventure took me a little deeper than I thought. You know, it originally started as an ocean journey, but then I found a cave. Inside there were tons of ores that I all of the sudden really needed. And many monsters. I don't know why there had to be this many down here, but I took care of it. Finding another mimic at the same time. Now this thing always drops an artifact on kill. This time we got some cool diving slippers. That'll basically double my speed in the diving suit, but right now I'm kind of fighting for my life. After filling up my inventory with artifacts, copper, iron, and diamonds, I thought it best to get the heck out of here. Returning with this haul was actually amazing. I got so much rotten flesh from all those zombies and so much copper, we should be able to get a full legendary set of diving gear. Alright, see if we can make a good set of diving gear while we have all of this stuff. So put these two together and we have uncommon. It's honestly better. That is a slightly better set. We should be able to do another helmet as well. Uncommon and uncommon equal rare. Okay, there we go. We have 2 rares. That is not super awful. I would like a little better, but it's not super awful. So that's what I'm taking away from this. Eventually, though, the gear did start agreeing with me, giving me slightly better tiered equipment. Now, I would like to test while I'm wearing this. Boom. I can swim fast. I can't really sprint down here or anything, but this is very good. We have water breathing for a decent amount of time. We're gonna try and extend that with sea urchin. Try and extend that with respiration. We swim incredibly quick thanks to our flippers. And I already took damage on the armor. Fantastic, I'm an idiot, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, I just realized something. We're trying to get dirt, right? What is the point of getting dirt? We have moss. We have bones. We have so many bones. I should just be getting... What am I doing? I should just be getting moss and then using that as like the top block of my island. And then we can, you know, slowly use the dirt where I need it. What was I thinking this whole time? Okay, we're doing some things now. The best place to grind out some moss would be in a little cave in the ocean. So I mined into a wall, getting the cobblestone that I could, which I really wish was actually stone. It would look so much better on the island, but I don't have Soak Touch right now, so that I can farm this area for moss. Now, I didn't have too much on me, nor did I have that many hoes, so I wasn't going for a full inventory or something like that. This is a small hole after all. But I was just spending the day grinding out the green. Since I haven't come up with a way to actually get a grass block yet, this is probably the only way our island will look lush. All right, we mined 10 stacks? 10 stacks and 16 of moss. I think that'll probably cover like this exact area that we've already got. So I'm considering mining the dirt. I don't know how I want the island to actually look yet, but I do want variation in height. That's one thing I always worry about, is I never have height variation. So I might map out a mountain first with like stone and moss. Although we should probably focus on other stuff still, huh? My gear is kind of dead. Now that I have all this moss, it's replay time. We're developing almost the entire island. First things first, I want to make this a mountain, okay? At the very top of my island will be my home. But around me, there will be paths that lead down back to water level. However, that's when I realized that the dirt around the island is probably not necessary when we already have moss. They're pretty much the same thing, except one's just not farmland. So I opted to get rid of that along with our current tree farm and replace the entire outline in moss. After that, before the sun rose on my next set of days, I added in a second higher section where we could have maybe another Viking village house. We could probably put a windmill, I guess a lighthouse if I wanted to, but that's not Viking-like. Either way, we made our island outline. My time was pretty much out from yesterday, but I went back to placing moss. We only had like a stack and a half left over, so we're gonna have to get more, but I did need a platform to grow trees on again. After that, I went back home to start making new iron armor, a fresh set of clothes, you might say. We're looking for legendary, but I'll take epic and above, probably even rare at this point. We just need something to use. Okay, full epic set of iron. I'm kind of shocked we didn't get any legendary there, but that's all right. That's perfectly fine by me, considering we only have 28 iron left. What was I thinking? What was I thinking doing any of that? But we're gonna need a really good diamond pickaxe for the Soak Touch, and we are just not getting it. I don't know how many diamonds I want to use here, but I'm gonna keep using them. I'm gonna keep using them until I guess I don't know if I want to do this. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a pickaxe. It's just 3 diamonds at a time. That's all it is. It's just 3 diamonds at a... Holy crap, we're wasting so many diamonds doing this. Okay, we're done. We're not doing any more of that. We started with uncommon, and now we have common. Looks like we're gonna have to put some emeralds to use. After that, I went and stole a man from the ocean. We're gonna call him Frank, and he is going to be our toolsmith. That way I can trade up with him for shovels for dirt, maybe a Silk Touch pickaxe, or even hose to do the moss with. Either way, I bought too much for my britches and ran out of emeralds, so we gotta make some Fletchers. That requires stealing flint from the ocean, and setting off to give these bad boys a new job, which they won't take because it's nighttime. After trading with these guys, we were getting plenty of emeralds. Fletchers are always happy to give me, like, the rip-off trades, okay? Like, sticks for emeralds? Seriously? Can't believe y'all guys fall for that. Either way, it was enough to start trading with good old Frank again. He was finally offering me a diamond pickaxe, hopefully a decent one, and 2 uncommons. Awesome. Give me epic. Rare. I'll take it. I'll take rare. That's fine by me. Okay, cool. We've had 1 sugarcane grow in the entire day. Are y'all serious right now? I spent the 2 days almost letting it grow, 1 day and like a few minutes letting it grow, and it did nothing. Well, shoot, you know, the only thing to get books other than sugarcane happens to be fishing. So here we go. We're gonna fish. I had literally been sitting on 36 books for so long now that I decided to fish in an ocean video. Like, why am I gonna want to eat seafood while I'm out here? I was also catching some really weird stuff. There's like tuna, there's shrimp, plenty of things in the ocean that should already be in the game, but I had to mod it to get them. However, not a single book. Nope, not one. Thankfully, I did use that time to get my sugarcane to grow up so I could make some more books for my enchant table. We had just enough bookshelves for this bad boy. I don't like where it's at currently on the ship, but like, I'm not gonna complain. I don't have another spot for it. Plus, there was a very juicy enchant for my pickaxe, okay? We could get Silk Touch, meaning stone out the wazoo. Literally no hesitation. It was only efficiency 2, but honestly, that's alright. We can upgrade its efficiency later. But Frank, I'm gonna need you to live on the island for now, okay? We really need your pickaxe trades. There's no way I'm getting a legendary with only like 20 diamonds to my name. Why are you coming over here, dog? What you doing? Why are you swimming? There's sharks in the water. You know that, right? There are sharks in that water. I wanna buy this thing from you, so go back and restock. I'm sorry, but we gotta do this to you, my boy. You're gonna sit right next to your job and you're gonna stay there for eternity, okay? So after sending Frank to a life in prison, we did some more enchants. Now, I have a Silk Touch pickaxe and I want to use that for stone gathering. However, I don't have the fastest pickaxe for it, so I'm trying to combine up a bunch of the ones that I get from Frank and use that with my silk. But I actually got lucky with fortune instead, so we're just gonna go mining. We're gonna find a cave, we're gonna get some more iron, we can make an anvil with that, and then we can combine our pickaxes, finally get stone, and work on our beautiful island. Once that's done, we'll like mass produce everything, because we don't have trees right now, like too many. We don't have anything right now, so we need to get the island squared away. First up, I'm gonna try and stick to underwater caves. As hard as they are, they spawn a lot more ores for us. Plus, I guess I do get to see the sea life while I'm down here, but I'm focused on iron. Fortune 3 was treating me well as I was almost already at a stack of iron. But a sneaky diamond vein caught my eye, so I bunkered down and got a ton more. This is good, because, you know, I kind of spent a lot on pickaxes earlier. And that luck kind of just continued while in these caves. If you don't know, diamonds are much more likely to spawn in underwater caves because Minecraft counts water as a full block. And diamonds have a higher chance to spawn when next to a full block, which just means things were good for your boy. I even discovered a much bigger cave that I didn't think I could find in this ocean-only world, mostly because the oceans were so deep already. But I did the same thing here, finding ore after ore and diamond after diamond. I really wanted to get a cool artifact or something while I was caving, but the best thing I got was diamonds. I can't believe I'm complaining about that right now. Home sweet home. Frank, how you feeling, man? You're still alive, thank the Lord. I'm so glad you're still okay. It's not like your trades have gotten any better or anything, but I'm still glad you're here, man. Guys, I'm pretty sure we hit the absolute jackpot today. Like, goodness. Every furnace is full of gold, or, well, okay, I'm not smelting the copper, but of gold, iron. Then we have 2 stacks almost of diamonds. We never have to worry about having common diamond tools again, dude. Oh my goodness gracious. That's what we wanted, baby. That is what we wanted. We took that brand new legendary pickaxe and got a goated enchant on it. Maybe it's not Fortune 3, but it's Fortune 2. Plus, I had enough to do another level 30 on an iron chestplate, getting only Unbreaking 3. Either way, I got my perfect diamond pickaxe and a very decent silk touch pickaxe. And now let's just see how much iron, how much gold, how much of all this jibber jabber we have in here. Look at all that. Oh, we needed this for an anvil, and we found an anvil on our trip. How ironic. Well, Frank, you're not using the bed, so I'm gonna. Good night, little buddy. Wow, my iron armor is an absolute mess right now. We need to fix that soon. Like, what? I have 3 durability on my helmet. 3 durability. That is atrocious. But first, we gotta figure out this island. So I headed into the depths to start mining my stone. I feel like moss just melds so well with stone. But I did take this obsession a little bit to the extreme, mining out a perfect cube underneath our island. Wait, it's not an island. Well, not yet anyway. It's soon to be. Surely that's enough stone, right? I mean, it's gotta be. I'm hoping. I hope that's enough stone. Now onto the moss. I enchanted a couple hoes back at base to make the process go a little bit quicker, but I forgot to light up that room we just left. You all ruined my day, you know that? You all ruined my day. You're gonna also kill me, apparently. Gee, bus. Well, I forgot that could happen, if I'm being honest with myself, so I deserve it. But still, that was awful. That was awful. Okay. Anyway, back to the moss stuff. We needed a ton more of this stuff, and the room down here just seemed like the perfect fit. So I stuck down here for many, many stacks of moss that we can pair with our stone to hopefully build up our full and complete island. Okay, that is a good amount of moss. Surely it'll be enough, right? Surely it'll be enough to fill in the island and stuff. Oh, I don't think it'll be enough. And I didn't want to wait on figuring out what level has which block, so I knew for a fact that the bottom was just going to be moss, and I did that night. Okay, the first layer, like just the first layer, which I probably will have to switch out some of the moss for sand at some point because I want like a shoreline. But that was still like 7 out of the 12 stacks that I had. That is not good. That is very not good for me. I was hoping for a lot more coverage than that, and I still don't know how I feel about these mountains. I should grab some stone. You know what? Let's sleep. Let's have a good rest, Frank. We'll crack this up in the morning. Now, the next day we start off by looking at our spiderwebbed island and try and figure out how the heck I'm gonna make hills out of this. The whole situation's really touch and go if you feel my drift. I have absolutely no clue what I am doing. But I think I managed something. That being the fact that I like stone underneath moss. So we're doing that around the entire island just to give it a more depth sort of feel, but I did kind of use up a lot of my stone for nothing. Back to cliff work. I hate saying that I don't know what I'm doing, but a lot of the stuff that I am doing is just placing blocks on a whim. You don't really just come up with terraforming right off the bat. It takes time, but I was happy with a lot of the results that I was getting. I think we're forming hills here. By nightfall, we had most of the island covered and half of the major cliffs done. But I guess I didn't plan well enough for how much material I'm actually going to need. Oh, we are out of moss. Okay, well, we'll keep one of these. I think we did a pretty good job for today. I mean, most of the island is... Nothing's gonna spawn on water, that's fine. Most of the island is kind of covered now. I mean, it looks a little goofy in some areas, grant you that. But I think if we can fix it up a little bit in certain spots when it comes to the actual time to build up here, it'll just look much better. I'm not on that though. I haven't started any house stuff at all. Heck, I don't even know what plans I have for this island yet. I just know it's gonna require so many trees. Thankfully, if they grow on this line, I can just cut it down in one go. Anyway, I was preparing to head back down into that stone room until I realized that the island is completely dark. Yeah, nope, not gonna have mobs spawn on this thing. It's so green, a creeper would actually blend in for once. We are back, and we need more moss. So let's go get some. I repeated yesterday's process of opening up a new area for stone. Then I changed it all into moss and got to chopping. This really reminds me of my one chunk video that extended out the island. I was mining a ton of moss in that video. I was also watching Full Metal Alchemist at that time, but now I'm not even watching anime. What should I start? Leave your suggestion down below in the comment section, but this should be enough moss. All right, we did 3 full layers. Our inventory is full. That has to be enough. Like, there's no way that is not enough moss to finish off our place. Well, hello, Mr. Bull Shark. You want to go again, bud? You want to go again? I'm not ready to go again, actually. Now that I think about it, my armor is kind of trashed right now. Yep, glad I did not go again with that guy. I only really had the backside left, and that's where the nether portal was. I gave up on moving it. I just don't have the time for that. It'll stay buried in the island, you know, like a little treasure that future generations can find. Take it, I'm gonna have to start a family with Frank for that to happen, but I've done worse. After smoothing out every side of the island I can think of, we had one of my favorite finished products. I'm not one to brag, but I think I terraformed pretty well. Okay, there we go. I think everything looks pretty good. The island is complete. We have a foundation to work on now. We have a lot of extra moss as well, which is good. Now, what are we gonna put here? We obviously need a house. I need to figure out what a Viking house looks like, because apparently we're going Viking theme thanks to this ship. The relief of the island is great. Now we can head to the nether without any worry. Go grab some, where am I? Hold on, why are there so many crabs in here? Guys, this is not where you want to base down, but that's all right. Go grab some levels, go back and enchant our legendary armor. While I'm here in the nether, I'm realistically only going for quartz. I don't care if I find something cool, I need the levels. My armor is about to shatter. I am only so many hits off from being completely naked in one of the most dangerous dimensions in the game. Take it, I am the goat and would absolutely survive, but we're capping this journey off at around 51 levels. All right, that is 51 levels. Now, where do I live? I've kind of wandered a little bit, so I have no idea where I am or where the portal home is. Those are things I should have figured out before I came here. If I remember correctly, we lived between a blue biome and a red biome, somewhere close to that. So I'm gonna run towards this blue one and hopefully find our portal. Ooh, I recognize the house, which means we are right down there. Okay, cool. Okay, my armor is absolutely shot. Let's get to the overworld fast. I need new armor. Fantastic, I forgot that it does this. Okay, cool. Now I have to find my way up like I did last time. One of these days I'm gonna fix this problem, just not today. Back at base, I got to combining. We have two sets of armor here that I really wanna make goated. My diving suit and my regular iron gear. The main one I wanna focus on is my iron. Mostly because that's the one I'll be wearing, but the diving gear was second priority. It's gonna have to protect me when I go underwater. In the end, I used up a lot of my levels and still didn't finish out with a Prot 4 set of iron gear. But I guess that's a later me mission. I gotta test out this diving suit, man. This is awesome with Depth Strider 3. Could you imagine me swimming around with this thing while Dolphin's Grace is active? Well, on to the housework. I want to build a place up top here, but I need to figure out the pathways that I'm going to use to get up this thing and then up to here where we have a house. But that will require many of wood that I don't have right now. We're still kind of stressing with only oak saplings, and after the boat, I didn't have much wood left over. So it's mission time, boys. Okay, I know we were just in the nether, but I want to scout out a couple more ships because I don't have a spruce sapling, I don't have a dark oak sapling, I only have oak saplings, so I want to see if there are more ships this way, and I'm hoping that the one that we saw that was kind of, I think around there, is made of spruce. I don't think it was, but let's just check. First stop, a dark oak sanctuary, better known as the Pillager Tower. I'm gonna take every log I possibly can from this place. That way, at the very least, I might be able to outline our house. Whoa, what boat is this one? It's got like a gray, oh, it's a pillager boat, but look at all the dark oak it's made out of. Ooh, we should go try and get that one. Of course, though, I made a pit stop just to take the mast from another villager ship. I'm sure they won't mind this thing collapsing. Now, this place probably has an evoker on it, so I might want to be ready for war. I'm hoping it doesn't. I mean, I'd like a totem, but I really don't want to fight for one because of the vexes. Those are my least favorite things in the world. Well, let's see what this place has in store. Missed that. That's awesome. Good shot. Take these guys out, front and center. These don't have a spawner in here. Okay, they have, why do they have a bajillion TNT in here? You know what? They could have a sapling in here. Oh, if we could get a sapling from these guys, that would be fantastic. Cows! Oh my goodness! Holy crap, they have cows. No way we could boat home animals. Trust me, I didn't expect to see that. This boat is full of stuff I never would have thought possible in this world. However, not a sapling. I totally needed to steal these cows though. I'm honestly gonna feel bad leaving some of these cows behind. And in retrospect, it'd be great if there was another ship we could use, maybe a better one. All right, Mr. Cow, you're the lucky one who's going to boat along with me. All right, get on the boat, get on the boat. There you go. Cow, sit on the boat. Ooh, wait, another pillager outpost. Anything good, anything spicy? Oh wait, string. Hold on. Oh my goodness, there's so much string. Wait. We might be able to actually do this. Do we need the galley? I think we might need the galley. So for one sail, we need 2 leads, which we can make now. Boom. Oh, it makes 4 leads. Hold on, we might be able to do this then. There's that. And then we need the sail, which is wool and... Can you stop it? Okay, it was this, this. Okay, 1 sail, 3 leads, sail, 2 chests, and 3 boats equals the galley. All right, now we have the spruce galley. Oh my goodness, guys, what are you doing here? Stop breaking my armor, jeez. All right, with this galley, can we even place the oh my goodness gracious. Mr. Cow, can you get in this galley with me? Because if you can, we can bring all of your brothers and sisters home. Get in the galley. Figure out a way into the galley. Come on, you can do it. Yes! Oh my goodness. He can sit in the galley. I'm bringing all the cows home. Aren't you a lucky cow? You get to come with us too. Except I have to fight off so many pillagers for no reason. I don't understand why they're still here. Okay, we have 3 cows in the boat, and I'm genuinely not gonna care about the 4th. That thing can stay here. These ones were already a nightmare getting them in, but we can take the boat. Oh yeah, totally almost forgot about my Dark Oak mission, but this had lots. I took down both sides of this thing, hoping it'll be enough for our house, alongside stealing the mast so these guys can't follow us home. But we were out of there. The cows and I are headed home, a better home for these men. Well, kinda. I don't actually ever do anything with them, but that's tomorrow's story. All right, boys. Oh, look at that. There's your new home. I just have cow butt in my face, man. Guys, you could have done a better angle for me. Frank, I found you a friend. His name's Frank 2. And don't worry, Frank 1 and 2. You won't believe it, but I found a 3rd one. Look at this, Frank 3. All right, guys, we are good. We are home. It's time to sleep, though. Goodness. Day 52, I wanted to start planning out the builds on the island, specifically my house and any other houses I make. However, I don't exactly have an excess of resources. The only abundance I have is oak wood, until I remembered that I can actually grow bamboo. I kind of think it would be interesting to use bamboo as the roof. I don't know how that would go, mostly because bamboo, like, kind of sucks. Most of the time it doesn't look very appealing, so I'm unsure if I should use bamboo. So hold on, what does a bamboo look like? It's we do this and then wait, what was that? What the heck is this? We can make a flute. Oh, that's copyrighted. No. No, stop the flute. The flute was going crazy. I wasn't doing it, it was doing it on its own. All right, what does bamboo wood look like? Okay, that's a block of bamboo. And this turns into bamboo planks, which, okay, yeah, so that's what we would, wow, this is a really weird system. I'm not a fan, but this is kind of what we would use on the roof, and I don't know, what does it look like placed down? See, that actually doesn't look as bad as I thought, because it kind of gives off the straw vibe that I wish I could do with hay bales, but we do not have enough of those. So I think I might use bamboo for the roof. That would be sick. I then took the 40 or so that I had and planted it down on the island, hoping it'll grow incredibly fast. Fast enough that by the time I have a house figured out, it'll be done. Speaking of, there's still a lot of resources to grab, like all of the oak on my island. I'm very thankful I planted them so close together, because it just makes giant clumps of trees I can cut down in one fell swoop. Then came the pre-planning phase of my island. I know for a fact I want to have multiple different houses, that's why we have so many levels to the island. However, what I don't know is where the heck I'm gonna put a path. So to do that, I started outlining where every house was gonna be on the island. Obviously, one at the very, very top, which will be my own. A couple more down below that I can use for furnaces, storage, villagers, whoever I want to shove into them. Then came the path. How the heck am I gonna get from the ground floor all the way up to my own home? That's when these path blocks came in. And yes, those are dirt half slabs, okay? For some reason, I have that mod installed, and I'm so glad I did. I led a windy and twisty path all the way up the mountain to my home, and these half slabs basically did my job for me. Look at how good these look. Plus, another color on the island was so needed after all this moss. To make sure it fit in, though, I had to add dirt, stone, and even more moss to the walls. Can't be having no floating blocks or blank spaces around my island. To finish out the night, I wanted to figure out what type of wood I want to use for my home. Clearly, we have oak. I've already made that clear. But we still have a little bit of dark oak, so maybe we could outline it in that. But I don't have the time to figure that out right now. It's almost a new day. Ooh, we could take our big old boat and find some spruce. Oh, I might need more. Okay, I'm gonna grab an extra axe just in case. Let's grab an extra soak touch one. I don't need my sword for this mission. And let's go. I don't know. We'll pick a direction. For what, you may ask? Sails. Every boat seems to have a spruce sail for some reason, and I want to go harvest them all, so I have extra wood. Oh, I can like fully view myself if I just zoom out. Oh, that is so cool. Look at me on a ship, dude. Look at us go. We're gonna roam boat. This is awesome. All right, on to new lands. We need some spruce. Baby, show me the. Oh, don't show me that. Don't show me that underneath the water. No, we don't want that place. I want just some. Ooh, I think. Wait, this is a spruce sail, isn't it? Give me your boat. I want it now. Ooh, can I grab this? Oh, it's slabs. I was so interested in that. Dang it. All right, fine. We'll just stick to grabbing the sail then, because this thing is spruce. So we'll have this. It's only like 16, 20 spruce maybe. It's not that great, but honestly, I really need it for our homes. So I'll just keep getting with whatever I can. I really hope I find a sapling in one of these ships, though. That would be so good. You'd think out to sea you'd find plenty of ships, and you do, but for some reason, they only have a limited amount of spruce. Every single one that I went to was about 20 logs. Not quite enough for a giant house. So after 3 full sails, I was only around 60 and getting disappointed until I saw a new line of ships. Ooh. Wait, we got a new boat. Hold on. Oh, that's spruce. Look at all that spruce. That's just jungle, but like every sail is spruce. This could be good for us. This could be very, oh, it's full of mobs. This will be fine. We'll be fine. Look, they're just, wow. Those guys are on one as well. They've got regen. Well, let's pop our own regen and go in, dude. I don't care. Going in. Oh, he got bow. He got bow. He got bow. He got a bow. Okay. Why are there creepers on board? Who put these here? Why is there another spawner? All right, now on to the actual spruce. Nice. Spruce gathering that I was supposed to be doing this whole time. Why is this ship full of TNT, by the way? One creeper and this whole thing blew up, but that would have been bad for me considering I want the entire sail to myself. This place is a lot taller than the other ships I've been to, granting like 40 or so wood, maybe more even. Plus it has 3 sails. See, I think this place has like, whoa, back off. This place has like 40 logs each, which is great. It's just getting up there that's a challenge, but nothing's gonna stop me from getting my spruce. And after such a find, the only thing I can think about is locating more of these exact ships. Wow! Holy cow, okay. All right, maybe a little overreaction, but there was a lot of TNT down there, so I think it was warranted. Anyway, whew, this boat had like a stack and a half of spruce, but it was incredibly hard to get, so I genuinely don't know what's easier. Like, what would be easier to get right now? I have no idea. It was a great boat though. So we gotta find like 1 more of these things, at least, before I head out of here. Lucky for me, I found 3 more ships right in front of my eyes, ready for the taking. Oh, this is gonna be worse at night. Okay, well, I'm considering blowing up the entire boat. I think blowing up the boat is the best option. Creeper, I need you to blow up the boat. Blow it up. Perfect. Oh, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. A lot of TNT. I don't care. There they all go. Rip you all. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't even care if I miss out on some spruce. Why? Stop shooting me, please. My armor cannot hold this. Eventually, I made my way up to gather my spruce. If there wasn't so much on the ship, I would not even be doing this, okay? This is like a health hazard going on these things. There were so many mobs I had to fight just for this reward. Well, we've got about 4 stacks of spruce. I'm gonna go steal from that ship because that's the easiest. That'll make it exactly 4 stacks. But that is look at that, exactly 4 stacks of spruce. Okay, awesome. Well, there we go. Now we can head home. I think we should be able to pull off the houses that I want to pull off with that. Let's just hope so. All right, let us just hope so. Home, sweet home. I also stole blast furnaces, which is probably somewhat illegal, but our kitchen looks great. All right, 4-ish dark oak wood stripped, 2 regular, bunch of oak, and a bunch of spruce. So we have to use the spruce sparingly. I don't want to use it for full walls. What if instead, for these lesser buildings, we mixed? I don't know what the word is, but what if we put our oak and spruce together? Like something like this, you know, like boom. I don't actually have any of the items I requested. Ooh, okay, yeah, I like that. There we go. I continued this design for the whole build, building something more like a shack than anything, something you'd really see in those Viking times. See, this is what I'm liking. We got the oak and the spruce combined, so we're not using too much of each. Now we just have to do that on every single house, so let's get to it. I don't know why it had to be spruce. I mean, literally the one thing I can't get more of in this world is spruce. There's a limited amount. We have an infinite ocean with infinite ships, but I don't have infinite patience to get more of this. Yeah, I used it on every building. I must be going insane. The shark fumes in the ocean are getting to my head. Okay, there's 3 houses and the mix match thing I gotta do on the hill. I think I want more though. I've got a really crazy idea. I've never tried a diagonal build, but I mean, just look at this bamboo area and tell me this is not the perfect spot to try it. Ooh, I'm liking this so far. I do think a couple, like maybe this one needs to be switched out for a combination of dark oak instead of oak. Like we take this stuff out and we add in the dark oak instead. That doesn't look very good, I'll be honest. Oh, you know what? We'll just take out the whole thing and do this, but with dark oak stripped logs and planks. There we go. This will look, oh yeah, much better. There we go. All right, yeah, having a different building is really nice. And I think we should do that up here as well. We'll make this one a different building. So let's grab our spruce and all of our dark oak, and then try and make that work up here. I originally planned for this build up here to be a lot lighter. However, it is the center point of the island, so we want attention drawn to it. Thus, changing out my spruce and oak idea for dark oak wasn't too bad. I'm also not doing the exact design that I did before. I'm using 2 different types of oak log, one of them being stripped and the other one just being the plain log. Then of course, for that pop of color, even though the entire island was made of stone at this point, I added a patio to the side. That way we can maybe have our own kitchen out here. Granted, I still have to find clay to do that, but maybe. All right, there. We've got a porch on the side so we can admire our beautiful world, which is literally just water. We've got our dark oak here. Let's push in this area by 1. So we can kind of clear view the entrance. Now, I don't know if I want to use glass for windows, mostly because I don't know if Vikings had glass back in the day. The day being sometime before I was born, I know that for a fact. After fully pushing in where I planned to have the doorway, I thought it would look a little lonely. So I added 3 more. We're pushing in all of the sides, mostly so that I have an area to create a shelf, whether I want to do a bush or a lantern or a flower pot that I can't make. We're pushing in the sides to do it anyway. I also fully opened up the side of our house to the porch so that I have easy access to what I'm going to make the kitchen. This is going to be our house, so we have to really take good care of how I am going to build it. All right, here we go. Let's do this with a trapdoor finish. Oh wait, let's not do the bottom one so we can add like a bush or something there. And I like the spruce instead of dark oak, just because it gives that highlight factor. Plus, I think we're going to use spruce as the roof outline and maybe oak on the inside, or the bamboo on the inside. So I want to make sure we're highlighting a bunch of stuff here. I really should have gone to school for color theory because I'm trying to do that in Minecraft and I don't know if it's working. Either way, the roof was next and we're using spruce to outline it. Now, a typical Viking house, at least in my mind, has a very large, tall, broad type of roof. And to mimic that in Minecraft, I had to not only stick it up, but out away from the house. I thought just getting one side done was gonna be a challenge, but no, turns out copying it to the other side is almost harder. Now, I really wanted the tip of the Viking house to really stick out, you know, be that centerpiece, but I could not decide on a design for the thing. Eventually, I just went with old reliable and hooked the darn thing, but that was our roof. That was one side of our roof. I now have to replicate all of this onto the other side. Okay. Well, there that is. That's a big ol' roof if you tell me twice. Goodness. Now I have to fill this in with bamboo, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. Can I... See, I want to see if... Can I take this block and strip it? Oh, I can! That gives me so much more variety. All right, this is interesting. I think this block looks more like straw than the other one, but we can also just turn this into... Why did I just put that down and not do anything with it? I think we can turn this into the planks as well. So, wow, we need a lot of bamboo. Okay. So I planted an entire stack. Hopefully, if all of this grows, I'll have enough for the roof, or half of it. Bamboo is really costly. But while that grows, I was able to work on the roof, basically finishing up where the walls connect to the outline of said roof. It was kind of a nightmare getting all of these slabs, stairs, and trapdoors in place so it didn't look horrible, but I think I'm happy with the outcome. All right, there. I think I like this a little bit. I honestly can't tell. I'm sure I'll figure it out later, but we have like a little shelf here where I can put stuff. We've got the ability to add in some planters. If I ever find like a flower on this world, that'd be nifty. For now, we're gonna have to use azalea stuff. And then we have our porch over here, which I still have to figure out how I want to do this. I think like that probably. This might be our best way to do another layer, because 2 trapdoors look like a slab. But I swear every part of this build comes with its own challenges. Another trapdoor won't actually fit on top of the fence, so I have to come up with another design to hold up this patio. My current best idea was to have joints from the house hold it up. Thank the Lord I added vertical slabs into this video, because it makes it look so much better. Okay, there. I'm liking this porch a lot better. Dude, look at my house. This thing is sick. Actually, let's check it out from afar. Let's make sure it actually looks good. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm gonna be like the Viking leader at the top of my own house. I do think I should have used oak instead of spruce, because it doesn't really come off too much as a vibe there, but that's fine. I'm cooking. I'm absolutely cooking. I'm sorry. I sound like a child saying that. All right, whatever. Excusing the TikTok brain, I had to go make a couple swords, specifically for bamboo. It had already grown. Not near as much as I wanted or am gonna need, but hopefully a stepping stone. Less than a stack of blocks later, we were headed to the roof. Ooh, wait, I don't like this block. Oh, okay, good. We can get rid of it. Thank the Lord. Shockingly, I really do like... Oh, what the heck? The planks look the exact same on the side. What? No one told me that. I thought it was gonna look cool. It only looks good on the top. What? The planks and the logs look the same. What's the point of this? Oh my goodness. I could just use planks the whole way. I'm such an idiot. With that discovery, I thankfully don't have to grow too much more bamboo, but we still only got like half of the roof done this day. Waiting for bamboo to grow is not fun. I just started planting more. I was already fed up with this thing, but eventually I crafted enough blocks to fill in the second side of our roof. Then came the new problem. A lot of the roof is full blocks, which means mobs can spawn on it. I am a stickler about having lighting on my roof, so instead we're opting for buttons. Mobs can't spawn on these and they don't look too bad from the ground floor. I also made sure to add it into the spruce areas that needed it, but that fully finished off the roof. Our Viking dreams had come true. Okay, there. That side's done. This side's done. We got the roof done. Now we just need some lanterns up here and we can fully decorate the inside of our home. To do that, we started outside with lanterns, mostly because I don't want mobs to spawn. Again, I am very worried about that. Our island is like 1 block tall. I could fall into the water and get eaten by a shark. Next, I moved on to windows. Where am I gonna place them in the build? I was pretty much settled on the fact that I was gonna use glass. I don't know, Vikings had it during this day, and frankly, I don't care anymore. Next came the inside, mostly around the roof, because it was looking atrocious up here. I'd really love to stick an enchant table in our attic, and I can't do that with such a messy space. To top it all off, we made the interior roof out of spruce slabs. Nothing too fancy. I probably should have done something fancy. It would have looked better, but I didn't. Then to end out my day, I changed the floor to stone. We really needed that little bit of texture in here, mostly because all of the walls are so dark. Okay, new day. We're gonna finish this up. Perfect, this is exactly what I wanted. We're gonna finish this off by growing these trees so I can get a bunch of leaves. Then we're gonna use these leaves for some decoration. We're gonna grab some azalea bushes as well. That was not how I planned on, oh man. That is not how I planned on grabbing the azalea bushes. I didn't want to grow more. We have like 1,000,000 of them. But we're using all this as decoration. Trust me, it's going to a good home. My home specifically. The leaves are used around the windows along with some of the azalea bushes to give it a different green hue. And from a long time ago, we got sweet berries, so we can use these as like some bushes out here to give red tones, which we're missing out on because we have no flowers. Next, we need some, well, that might be a shark. I don't know. Next, we need some sand. Let's make a couple glass panes. I know earlier I said the Vikings may not use glass panes, but I think it'll look good. So let's try it out. All right, so let's see. We go glass here, 1, 2, and 3. How does that look on the outside? Because okay, it doesn't look that bad. I really just want to add the grass around here, like that. No, not this. Anything but this. No, I worked so hard on the stone. I completely forgot that it'll do that. Oh, shoot. Which just meant I had to be very picky about where I'm growing my bone meal, especially since half the island is stone, which will turn into moss. Lastly, I took the time to add in a couple walls, maybe for lanterns, but also maybe as like a guidance path on this walkway. Okay. Guys, I am very happy with our house. It doesn't have a door, and I accidentally made the inside mostly moss. Never mind, I lied. The house sucks. Okay, well, maybe it doesn't exactly suck, but I did have to fix my mistake before starting on the interior. Speaking of, first of was a staircase up to the attic, where I planned to have my enchantment table. However, I didn't want it to cram the space, so I had to figure out a way to get up as fast as possible. Plus, light up the attic so monsters don't spawn in here. All right, so I want to put bookshelves right here. We'll do the enchantment table over there. That's perfect, honestly. That'll look great. Let's add a staircase here and here for a little bit more realism, and maybe slab there. Okay, cool. Now I need to figure out the kitchen area. Specifically, what am I gonna do with all of these furnaces, blast furnaces, and smokers? Clearly, we have plenty of them at the ready. I just don't know how I'm gonna put them in the house. All right, we got smokers, we got blast furnaces. Those are kind of 2 separate kitchen items. And then let's make some furnaces as well. I want to make those stoves from Farmer's Delight. Can we do that? Oh, we can. Oh, we need bricks. How am I supposed to get brick? Can I get brick? Wait, do I have any clay? If I have clay, that'll tell me that I can get brick. Chat, I don't have any clay. Is there clay in the ocean somewhere? Someone tell me there's clay down here. I just need to find a little bit of clay so I can make some stoves. Because otherwise I can't do Farmer's Delight stuff. And I really kind of want to. Oh, shoot. I might not be able to do clay. What the heck? Why is there a skeleton horse in the ocean? Dude, are you alright? Wait. Ah! They can still spawn in an ocean-only world. I don't want that. I do not want the smoke right now. I do not have the facilities for that, big man. Please. Please let me leave. I was just looking for clay, and I don't see any clay, man. I genuinely have no idea where the heck I am supposed to find clay. Wait, a stonecutter guy can give me brick? Hold on. I can do that. I can do that. All right. All right, we have a lead. So I'll just work on the kitchen for now then. First up, blast furnaces and smokers, plus the countertop that's going to connect them all. I'm using smooth stone because it gives off that countertop vibe. And I'm also trying to make sure that if I do get to Farmer's Delight, we have everything we need except the stove. Then I had to work on the chests. I didn't think I'd have too much storage, but yet again, I have been living in a boat this whole time. After that, I made another countertop in the house for a wood saw and like the stone cutter. Plus I made this this awesome little nightstand for the bed I'm gonna put in the corner. It even has storage for some reason. We have our house. We got some wood cuttery stuff. We got some cooking stuff. We have the we don't have the enchant table. I do not have the house done just yet. I may have miscalculated. The boat still has our enchantment table. Let's take it back though. Okay. Now I wanted to do some bookshelves right there. So when I walk, I don't like walk in the area I don't want to go. And then we do this. Oh wait, shoot. Are we gonna have enough bookshelves? Oh no, wait a minute. I didn't think this through, did I? Don't worry, I put bookshelves in the back corners and pretty much everywhere in this place, and it ended up working. After that, we pretty much have our house, which means I have to move from the boat all the way up the hill. Trip by trip, taking everything that I'm going to need in our new home. And yes, of course I kept it organized. I did not. Oh, I forgot I had this umbrella thing. Oh, we are so about to use this. I completely did. I didn't do it justice. All right, this is a cool artifact, and I haven't even used it once. While I am moving stuff over, we will use this thing. Look, there I go. I'm going to run into a jellyfish. Ow, get off me, man. I don't even have my stuff. Dude, I was trying to use my cool umbrella. He ruined my moment, didn't he? He absolutely ruined the moment. Oh, I've got a knife for you, buddy. Come here. Ow. Come here. Yeah, that's what I thought, buckaroo. Okay, now that we've got everything in, I can officially set my spawn by sleeping here tonight. That'll be great. Then we can get these other I fell off. Then we can get these other villager homes done, and maybe a pond with like a little campfire area, maybe a little like a wool overhead, because I need something in the middle. Like we have all these houses on the outside, and I want stuff in the middle. Finally, I can sleep. A grateful universe. Okay, so we've done a lot of building recently. Oh, a lot of building. I mean, the island's looking a little bit better, especially at the top here, but I would like to do some diving. You know, I'd like to be able to use my set, go diving, check out some structures maybe underwater. But the enchants on it are not very good, so I'm considering going back to the nether and getting a bunch more levels. Now, it's gonna probably suck doing that, but like, I think I really should if I actually want my set of armor to be useful to me, so we're gonna just head over and do it. All right, we should be, where's my nether portal? Oh, that's right. That's where my nether portal is. All right, let's head to hell. The issue is I've pretty much been everywhere here in the nether before, so there's no quartz. I had to like go find a completely new area to mine in. Oh, all that work just to get like 100 blocks away from my portal. My goodness, there better be a lot of quartz over here. And there was, thankfully, because we're going for a lot of levels here, all right? My luck with enchanting is fairly bad, so I need as many chances with level 30 as I can get. All right, that's 50 levels. I want to grab one more so we have the divisible by 3 thing. That way I can get another level 30 in. Is this going to be the vein for it? No, of course not. All right, there we go. That should be 51 levels. Now I can head back and enchant my armor all I want. Where am I? Wait. Okay, once again, I have lost where home is. I think it might be this way. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. I think I'm also gonna build a bridge over here because if I want more nether, what is this called? Nether quartz. If I want more quartz from here, I am gonna have a rough time getting back. It was already hard enough to circle the entire nether, but let's see if I can just make a bridge over. No, not you. Barring any ghast attacks, I'll now have a new bridge over to our house. No way. Oh, okay, I'm back. I was about to say, no way I'm in the cave again, but I just realized I covered my house. Oh, thank the Lord we made it back. Hello, Mr. Cow. We also got a grindstone for our troubles, which is perfect because we needed that. Thank you, Nether Well, which I never thought we'd have to thank, but let's see what we can do on this armor. How do y'all think? Because I know for a fact it's just going to be horrible. I went through enchant after enchant with multiple sets of armor just so that I could combine them up into the perfect diving set. Mostly because the helmet has to be really good, but also because the boots have to be perfect. Or what if I just get randomly attacked by like a shark while I'm down there? That's going to be terrifying. And now we can go diving. All right, let's make a boat real fast. So, yeah, I am not taking my, what is it called? Like a gallery or whatever. I'm not taking this thing out on the open waters, all right? We're taking our own boat, a little one, because I am gonna stop in certain places and I don't know when I'm gonna resurface. Oh, you know what's even crazier about this armor is I actually have more health with this on than I do my other stuff. Now, this may get a little annoying for the, video's sake, so I do apologize, but I'll try and be in F5 as much as possible. So, we're gonna holy cow! Oh, we got Dolphin's Grace. We got Dolphin's Grace instantly. Oh, shoot, let's check this temple out. We got an achievement from it. Let's see what we got. We got, wolf spawn. Oh my goodness. Wait, we can have a friend. We can have a friend out here. That is awesome. Okay, let's check what's down here. You'll be shocked to know that this place doesn't have too much amazing stuff. Gunpowder and diamonds is a pretty stark contrast to what I actually want here. Well, I guess I don't actually know what I want, but we're checking every structure while we're out and about. And this suit of armor really makes it easy to do. Like, I'm swimming around freely. Heck, I'm walking on the ocean floor. This was a perfect set to invest in for this video. I'm also seeing sharks out and about in the wild, which makes me really want to fight them, but the diving suit, it really doesn't want me to. Probably for the best, because I don't really want to die to a bull shark out to sea. Dolphin's Grace, shoot me away. Yes! Dude, I'm swimming so fast. Oh my goodness. I have made it to a completely new area. I love it, dude. I love it. Oh, this was the temple I checked out earlier. Boom. I am fast traveling out here. Look at me go, dude. Anytime I see a dolphin, it is going to be fun swimming around. But going to new structures wasn't the only thing I was doing. Of course, I'm looting the chests to see what they have, but I'm also remembering loot tables from past videos. There were plenty of times where I got to use these mods but never fully explored them. Then I remembered there's one structure in the game that might have the chance to give me a new sapling, a spruce sapling. Oh, you know what? These things might actually have a sapling. This is probably like my best shot. Let's see. All right, what do we got? Iron helmet, epic. You know, no, we have a legendary. Ooh, multiple diamonds. I like that. And then this has TNT. Oh, right. Well, it didn't seem that good. I'm really hoping one of those that we find has a sapling in it. I'm pretty sure that's like my only chance at getting one. There's no way a wandering trader spawns in the ocean, so I'm gonna scout for more of those things. Does this even oh, this spawns drowns. I always thought that spawned pillagers. Oh, we got another wolf spawn egg. All right, I'll take that. Oh, hey, there's more barrels over there. Okay, sick. I can go check that out. All right, let's see. We got 3 barrels here. We did it! It is 2:30 a.m. I shouldn't have yelled. Oh my gosh, we have spruce. We have more moss. I don't need that. We have spruce. What do we get? We got bread. Look at that, dude. I'm sinking. We got bread. Isn't that sick? Okay, a couple more diamonds. Dude. Oh, there's spruce in this world. I'm so excited. I can actually do stuff now. Oh, I'm heading home. Which is in that direction, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm not directionally challenged, so let's go home. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Oh, wait, we get to see it from afar now. I mean, kind of, but get this helmet off me. We get to see it from afar. Dude, that house looks so good. I'm just saying, I really like it. Okay, anyway, back to swimming. You know what? Let's plant this thing right away. Heck yeah, let's do it. Boom. Frank, you watching this? I know you are. Look at you, you beautiful man. Look at this beautiful tree. Okay, all right. Wait, we have bones. Grow, 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 grow. Yes! Big tree equals lots of sap. Wait, the axe is silk touch. Oh, I almost ruined it. I almost completely ruined getting a sapling because that will drop leaves. For some reason, this mod and a silk touch axe just drops leaves instead of dropping the saplings. I figured that out earlier this video, so we're not taking a chance. Frick you, Silk Touch Axe. We don't need ya. We need this bad boy. Please sapling, please sapling, please sapling, please sapling. Yes! I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Dude, I cannot contain my excitement We can build all of these homes so easy. We can start a Fletcher business again. I am finally back to my normal Minecraft roots. Thank you, random barrels in the ocean. I feel so much better. Guys, don't you feel so much better? New day, old me. Back to my iron armor, I say. We've got plans. We've got frickin' plans today. Ooh, alongside that, we have dogs. We actually have 2 of these things now, so we can spawn one in. Oh my gosh, we have a dog, dude. And they have like their own little, they have the custom skins or whatever. Oh, we got a different one too. No, you stay. Eventually, you'll be my friend. There you go, buddy. Let's go. We got a couple dogs. Awesome. Okay, we can breed those later. Now that we have animals on the island, things are looking up. But another thing that's looking up is spruce. I gotta make a home for this sapling, a home that'll treat it well. And I can't do it on the island because it'll make that weird brown grass. I have an idea. So moss, I think you can plant spruce on moss, right? So if I just bring this out here, don't pull me down. If I bring out a moss patch all the way out here so that I can grow those big trees, then does this stuff turn into dirt? Oh, it does turn it into dirt. Wait, so we can just have moss turn into dirt. Now that's a new one, but that gives us these trees. So now we can really get to chopping. Getting all of that wood so quickly after having to go through boat after boat to get it earlier on in the video is just so nice. It's such a relief. But that's not the only wood that's growing. My bamboo is absolutely in shambles right now. I'm going through iron sword after iron sword to try and chop all this down. Heck, I almost fumbled some of it because I had a full inventory. When was the last time I got to say I had a full inventory of wood? Not this video. Okay, now we got some bamboo growing. I do want to make sure to pick up the rest of this, but that should be enough of everything to get all the Viking houses done. I'm excited about this. I have yet to see a Viking village in action. And these boats have really gotten me in a mood for it too. First things first, roofs. Those are going to be the big thing we got to deal with. The first house we're rocking with, I'm gonna try and keep it to the design of our house above, mostly because it's also dark oak, so we match. I outlined an extending roof out of spruce, one that goes much further out than I need it to. Then, of course, repeating the exact same thing on the other side, and then filling it in with bamboo. A different type of bamboo this time, though. One that's got this like little squiggly pattern on it to give some personality to the house. Then I made sure to work the wall into the roof so that it was like a smooth transition, and finish it off with our patent pending button strategy for no mobs on the island. Fantastic. There. Now we have another Viking house, which is incredibly tiny, by the way. Day 70, we've got more houses to build, but I was greeted by an unexpected guest. What the heck? Who's this guy? Dude, who are you? Whoa! Why is there a bomber on my island? Like, there's actively a guy with bombs. I'm kind of interested. All right, give me some emeralds. We got a little bit left. Hey, man. Hey, I need a cannon for my ship. You know what? I need 2 cannons for my ship. Oh, you sell fireworks too. That's actually very interesting. You know what? We're gonna grab a boat and keep this man. Let's check out these cannons. What do these look like? Oh, what if we have the cannon right here? That is not where I wanted to place that. And then what if we have a cannon right here? Boom, we've added to the ship and quite literally made it explode on itself if this ever shot, but that's okay. That's the joy of having a cannon. Now back to what we really wanted to do today, get one of these houses done. We already have a couple really big Viking roofs, so I'm trying to just keep it lighthearted, a little bit smaller with these types of builds, mostly so I'm not going overboard on every single build, but we're also changing up the colors. This time I'm using oak wood for the roof with dark oak instead of spruce and bamboo. Now that I think about it, I never thought I'd use bamboo, let alone with spruce of all things. But I guess we did it at one point. Either way, this house ended up looking very good, very simple, and very buttony after I got my hands on it. But we still have 2 more houses to go, and I can't waste any more time. This one, we are trying to go large again, bringing the roof out, mostly because this is going to be my villager trading hall. So I don't want it to be no little wimpy building that I maybe put a guy in at one point. There was a slight issue though, I didn't realize how close it was to the other building, so this roof design that I came up with will just not work. How many times am I gonna have to take stuff down? I came up with a new roof, a lot better looking roof, and one that fit on both sides. But before I could finish filling in the roof, I was interrupted rudely again. What the? Oh, Trident guy. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, where is he? Okay, it landed here. How the heck did it land there? Tell me it dropped a Trident somewhere. Dang it, I really want one in this video. I think it would be so sick to have. You know what, we should start farming drowns. We should do that. That would be a fun idea. We'll do that after this. You know, I'm starting to get sick of being interrupted while I'm trying to build these bases. Like, the villagers are gonna need something nice to live in, and I can't get it done with all of these distractions. But of course, I don't get my way, and both distractions collided. What the? Is he bombing things? Dude, go! Get him, man, get him! Farm them drowns. Get him. Throw a bomb. Nice. One more. Surely you got one more. Come on, throw it. Yeah! Get him, bro. Get him. Get him. One more. Get him. Get him. Yes, dude, we have our own turret on the island. I don't know where this guy came from, but he is awesome. Rambunctious Frank aside, I finished up with our buttons on the top of the house, and this thing was looking good. I just have a few decorative things that I have to do, but the framing is there. Now we move on to the diagonal monstrosity. Like, how do you even roof? How do you roof on this thing? I don't get it. It's like a puzzle and a horror maze at the same time. I'm getting jump scared by how bad I am at diagonal builds. Eventually, I just had to decide on a design and stick with it because, like, what else do you do with this thing? Let's just do this right here. This maybe on the inside. Actually, I don't even think that's that bad. I think I pulled it off. Ho, 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 ho. Tell me that is not a great door, dude. Nice wide open space. You walk in, you see this monstrosity, if you tell me, but you walk in, you see that great space, dude. Is it even? It is even. Okay. Everything is freaking done, dude. Let's go. I can finally put all of this wood stuff away, and then we can start the decorations. Yes, my favorite part. It's my favorite because everything looks so much better when you add in some leaves around the base, maybe a ragtag group of azalea bushes, and the very few sweet berries we have tying it all together. I repeat these decorations for every single house, mostly because these have to match the best house, mine. Can't have no Viking village without our Viking leaves. Cool, we moved most of the bamboo. That house is done. That house looks good too. This one I'm unsure of how we're going to enter. Like I said, I want to bring this pathway down. Maybe we actually split it up, run it around to maybe a fishing dock over here, and then we have our pond and our campfire there. Okay, so we'll make this the entrance. This will be a weird one. That's all right. With that figured out, I knew exactly where to start decorating. Everything was the exact same as before, but now I have a little bit of bamboo to use. I feel like it's going to be a very good look while we're out to sea, mostly because it ties into the island so well. But also, maybe we're in the tropics. Maybe bamboo thrives on my Viking island. We have a Viking village. This is awesome. We got a Viking village. We got our Viking boat. We have Frank, the on-call Viking, you know, he'll respond when needed. We also have Rainbow Viking and Really Ugly Viking. We got Cow Viking 1 and 2. We got the double trio up there. We got 2 wolves up there. Those are our Viking wolves. And then we have probably the most Viking of us all. Ow, 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 ow. There's a freaking jellyfish under my island. Where are you? Rude. The most Viking of us all. Oh no. Bombing Barry is gone. What the heck happened to him? No. Guys, we lost Bombing Barry, the best Viking of us all. All right, new day, new me. We've done a lot of building recently, and I want to get past that. We're gonna go grab everything we could possibly need to put some villagers in here. So let's go check out how many available villagers, those 3 included, can make it to our new home. Frank, you're gonna have friends. I'm probably gonna end up killing them with my boat, but some of them will survive, and then you'll have friends. I still have no idea why this boat hurts stuff. Look at that, it just hurt the freaking bull shark. Hold on, that bull shark's coming after me. Come here, bud. You wanna go? I got a full-on battleship here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bucko, yeah, you stay down there. All right, ladies, who wants to come home with me? We're gonna have a fantastic time, trust me. You, boat time. Fall on the boat. Get on the boat. Get on the boat. You also on the boat. Fantastic job, man. All right. You, get on the boat. Last one I think I can fit is you, Frank number 7. Whoa, they're making a baby on the boat. Wait, can I fit another one? Nope. Maybe I can. Oh, I can't fit that one. Oh gosh, hold on. Goodness gracious. You get off the boat. We don't need you right now. You, sir, get on the boat. I stacked the villager. Hold on, everyone get on. Everyone figure out a way onto the boat. Everyone figure out a way onto the boat. Everyone on? Okay, good. Oh shoot, I hit one of them. It doesn't matter, leave him behind. We've got 11. Dude, I actively just stuck a man on another man's head and it worked. Now I just have to set up the villager trading hall in the most humane way possible. That's right, the trapdoor method, basically giving every single person even less space than normal. It's not like they're gonna complain. They work for me very happily. It's perfect. It's a win-win situation, really. They get to do whatever job I tell them to do, and they like it. Now I just have to fill every stall with some new men. This does seem a little cramped, but what doesn't? There's 4 guys on top of each other's head on my boat, so who cares? Frank 1, Frank 2, Frank 3, Frank 4, Frank 5, Frank 6, Frank 7, Frank 8, and Frank 9. There we go. We got everyone we could possibly need. And now I have to get to trading, which results in finally going back to our spruce farm and chopping it all down. This lovely thing just keeps providing us with emeralds and the best wood in town. If this ain't S tier on your wood tier list, don't talk to me. Anyway, I made sure to lock in everyone's trades and profit. I'm mostly trying to get wealthy though, so that I can work my way up to diamond armor. This is the easiest way to roll legendary so that I'm not wasting diamonds that I've mined. But it is pretty expensive to max out a single villager, and you have to buy so much stuff. Like, I'm buying in bulk. I may as well go to Costco or Sam's Club here. Eventually, I got to the diamond armor and we're looking for epic and above. Personally, I'd really love a legendary set, but I don't think that's gonna happen right away. So I took what we could, storing the best set that we got, a couple rare and a couple epic above with my enchanting stuff. The goal will be to slowly get better pieces of armor and add it to the collection until I get fully legendary gear. Sirs, what do you have for me today? Seriously, you haven't restocked yet? I will wait. You know what? What if we get another armorer? That would actually kind of help our process a lot. Do we have the small boat? Let's take the small boat, go grab another guy, and make him into an armorer. Let's go grab that guy. There's a whale underneath him. He has been floating out in the ocean. This was probably the original Frank. Hello, Mr. Whale. Oh, wait, no, that's a great white. Hey, Mr. Frank number 1. Why are there so many in the ocean? All right, dude, get in. Hop in, dog. Hop in the boat. Nice. All right. I think you were the original Frank that I saw. I just picked up your friend Frank because he was closer to my island originally. All right, Frank number 14. Let's get in here. You're gonna go right there. Fantastic. He stole the Fletcher's job. Eventually, after figuring out what job block he stole, we got him in working order as our new armorer. Having multiple of these guys to roll trades with will just benefit us in the end. But again, they can get expensive. Look how much stuff I'm buying just to throw out the window, just for me to get a full legendary set and maybe be able to wear it for like 20 days. I should have thought of this ahead of time. Either way, we did get kind of lucky with a pants trade, finally granting us a legendary, but everything else was common and below. Honestly, we do have half the armor set that we actually want, so I'm considering just doing that right here. We got legendary, epic. That's not that bad. All right, we're gonna get plenty of durability, plenty of... Oh, we only get 2 extra hearts, actually. You know what? Maybe we do go for the full legendary set. Okay, 3rd day in a row of chopping trees, trading for our emeralds and levels, and trading up for better diamond gear. Surely today we get everything that we need. You'd think, wouldn't you? I mean, we're trading in so many sticks. We're getting rich over here. But the one thing we're not getting rich on is diamond armor. I swear, I could do 100 more of these trades with a diamond helmet and diamond chestplate, and I am just not getting legendary. The worst part is when they do refresh their trades, I'm combining them. I'm like actively combining these up, giving myself more chances to roll a legendary, and I'm still not getting it. Okay, guys, I really need you to try again on these. All right, let's see. Legendary maybe? Nope. All right. I've probably traded for like 100 diamond sets by now, and not a single one of these have been legendary. Are you kidding me? And all of you guys are giving me outrageous stick trade prices, and I am not happy with it. What if one day I just stop trading sticks with you guys, huh? How will you feel then? Will you feel upset? Yeah? Okay, we need another project to do. Clearly the diamond armor is not working out. So instead, what if we finally get to work on finishing our island? First things first, the pathway to the villager house. I have neglected this for too long, and if I want the beachfront property I planned for myself, I gotta do this now. Thankfully, the path block just looks so freaking good with all this moss around that, like, I don't even care about this project. This just looks nice. However, now we have to plan for beachfront, which means diving, which means sand. And we are headed into the ocean. We need some sand. Hello, Mr. Bull Shark. You actually coming for me? Bro, what the? He's coming for me. Huzzah. You want to fight down here, dog? Fight down here? Can you reach me? Can you reach me? Down here? Oh, there's a Trident guy. Hold on. I gotta deal with the Trident guy, too. I'm beating up a shark. I'm beating up a shark and a Trident guy. Double time. Ah, I gotta get out of here. Come here, Trident guy. Boom. I can also fly, you know, because this is water. This is my domain in this suit. Now this, I'm fine to sink down to the bottom. Let's grab some sand from over here. Let's see how much we got and how much area this will cover. First, I need my hoe. Do we have a hoe? We do. Okay, cool. Actually, I'm gonna sleep real quick before I do that. Day 77. It's time we actually just get through with this project, okay? The island has been missing its main water attraction. Okay, well, there's an ocean surrounding it, but that's not what I'm talking about, okay? In the middle of the island, I've always wanted to have a little pond. I don't know why, but I think it would be cool. So I started out by making the perfect bowl. Like, you have to dip into the ocean to actually create the perfect little lake. But that wasn't all, because we have to have everything included. We need the sand, we need the moss, and we need the stone. So I had to make sure that no detail was actually left out. And then we have to decorate it. Like, where the heck am I gonna get all the stuff for decorating? There, that looks good. It goes down a little heavy, but that's all right. I'd also love to find some sea pickles, like the underwater light source for that pond. And I know just where to get it. We're diving again, looking for a coral reef. I swear we've seen one this video, but maybe I was wrong. Or I wasn't, and we just found the most colorful place in the world. I really love ocean mods because they just bring out so much life to this place it's really been forgotten in normal Minecraft. But this time, we've got all types of different coral, we've got all different types of sea life, and I made sure to grab up all the pickles that I would need for our pond. Hey, dolphins, give me some grace. Yes, sir, we're speeding home. Heck yeah. Oh, I missed it. I missed the house. Now that we're home, it was time to fully decorate. We gotta light this thing up first with our Mr. Pickles and then slowly color it in. I don't want to put too much of one color on one side, or I don't want one section not showing the sand or the moss below. So I was very careful with how I placed all of our coral. And I really wanted to have some like coming up out of the water, but it just dies when you do that. Looks all right, I guess, but it's dead. Anyway, I made sure to plant down a few of everything that I grabbed, whether it was the horned coral, whether it was the tubed coral, the red coral, the yellow coral. So much coral, I'm gonna start saying Carl. But we finished it off with the wacky purple and green coral and called it a day. One of the best attractions to the island done. Boom. We have our very own coral reef. Awesome. I love it. I think it looks good. Okay, lit. We have a beach. Very beautiful beach. I don't think I can bone meal a beach. Okay, I can't. All right, it's next day. Now that we have our own beachfront property, it's time to get back to villager trades, which have gotten outrageously expensive, by the way. You have no idea how much spruce I'm dropping on this biz. 54 sticks for 1 emerald? What are these guys trying to scam me of? But some of their friends didn't get the memo because I got all the emeralds that I needed to start doing my diamond trades again. Please, just legendary helmet. Oh, we did it! We did it! Legendary helmet acquired! Okay, well, I don't need these ones anymore, so... All right, we didn't pull a legendary of that. Now, chestplate, legendary chestplate. You can do 2 in a row, right? Nope, you can't. All right, legendary chestplate. Ah, not good, not good, not good. Now, tell me you've restocked your chest plates. He has not. Okay. I am considering just going with the epic chest plate. I think that might be best. If we go with the epic one, it'll just save a lot of time, a lot of energy, and probably a lot of emeralds and trees. Look at me go, saving the environment for once. Aren't you proud? But now I have to enchant, one of the worst things in the world, because all I'm hunting for is Prop 4 Unbreaking 3. How hard is that to get? Unfortunately, pretty hard. My armor did not do exactly what I wanted it to. So now I'm hunting more levels. I'm a level addict now. I gotta trade with these villagers no matter what their price, just so I can afford pants. Like, what kind of business is this all about? Either way, we got very close to a near perfect set of legendary / epic armor. I just have to combine my boots still and probably get better helmet enchants, but that'll be for later. Thankfully, villagers exist for that very reason. If not to rip me off, but to give me XP. Bang! 3/4 of the armor done, except my helmet really does suck. But today's problem is tomorrow's solution. So, good night. Starting out day 80, I'm heading back to the sailboats. I'm gonna steal some more villagers, specifically villagers for librarian jobs and the brewski guy. What is it? He's a alchemist, right? Alchemist. I should probably have said that first. Either way, I'm back again to steal as many villagers as possible. I think I've taken enough from their homes already, but I truly wonder how high I could stack this boat of villagers. Either way, these guys are gonna have jobs the minute I get home. Don't worry, y'all. We got plenty of room for you. We got one brew guy. He's gonna brew up some brewskis for the boys. Then we got this guy who's gonna read us bedtime stories, I guess. And the other ones can wait because I'm rolling mending or unbreaking. Something good, hopefully. It actually didn't take too long to roll this guy for mending. Plus, he headed for a singular emerald. One frickin' emerald for an entire mending book. You can't beat that deal. But mending is not the only thing that I need from these guys. I'm probably also gonna need unbreaking or protection or something else that I've forgotten about. However, I pulled the luckiest villager in existence and he already had unbreaking 3. All I need now is a protection 4 book. So I grabbed another Frank and got to re-rolling and re-rolling and more re-rolling. So much, in fact, the entire day went by. So you see the moon back there going down? See it back there going down? Yeah, that means I've spent the entire night with this guy not getting protection. So I get that it's a random chance every time, but I have yet to see a single protection book. So, die. Another day, another chance at protection. Frank number 2 has only one job now, to get me a protection 4 book. Thankfully, he was a lot more willing than the last guy. Though you're right, it's not exactly protection, but this was the first time I got any protection out of a villager, so I took it. I don't care. Projectile will work great. Unfortunately, I don't have enough levels to finish off my helmet, let alone the rest of my set. Putting this many books on my armor is gonna take some time. Thus, you know exactly where I'm headed. Yes, sir. Give me those emeralds. Well, mostly XP. After my first batch of trades, I was able to complete 3/4 of my armor, excluding the boots, mostly because I had already combined those before. And if you don't know, combining stuff in an anvil will make the future purchases a little bit more expensive. So we ran it back with the good old Franks and got enough to do my boots as well as my tools, my main 2 pickaxes. Oh, okay. Things are looking up for your boy. We got diamond armor now. We have 4.5 extra hearts. Now, if I found a charm of life, that would be awesome. I'm really tempted to go see if I can find one, but I don't know where to start. So the Nether has like a bunch of structures, right? What if we just, you know, made a gyrodyne and started flying around in there looking through all of the structures? I feel like that's a good idea. Does anyone else feel like that's a good idea? I think we should try it. Thankfully, the crafting recipes are incredibly easy and I had everything on hand. Boom. 2 sails. Okay, wait, sails go here, propeller in the middle, and then holes on the right. Boom! Gyrodyne has been created! Yes, sir! Now, wait, does it? Oh, it has upgrade slots. All right. Now, this is what I wanted to figure out is what upgrade slots can I get for this thing? That required some research. For one, I could upgrade my propeller. This will basically make it easier to get up into the air, and I'll be able to fly faster. Next was the sturdy pipe that boosts my engine's power, and then we made a more durable hull. All of these should allow my gyrodyne to take off faster and move throughout the air. Oh yeah, this takes a lot less to lift off. Woohoo! Dude, we can get an aerial view of our island now. Awesome. Look at that thing. Guys, I'm actually really proud of our island. This is looking great. And we have our boat. We're still ocean only, all right? We're chilling. We don't actually have grass, so we're not really breaking any rules here, but I love it. What a lovely morning to go visit one of the worst dimensions in the game. You know, the worst one, actually, but I remember originally we saw a bastion, I think that way maybe. So, oh, we're gonna need a runway actually. Let's use this. Let's see if we can use this. Okay, runway. Boom, boom, boom. We have all the power and we're off. Heck yeah, dude. We're flying in the nether, baby. Oh wait, here's the bastion and another fortress. Check both of these guys out. Coming in for an abrupt landing, abrupt landing, abrupt landing. Yeah, boom. Let's see what we got down here. I know there's gonna be a bunch of brutes and I am terrified for it. There they all are. Look at them. Look at all these madmen. All these terrible. Oh man, they can get here. Oh, they can shoot me off as well. Ah, they're here too. Holy crap. Ah, this has already gone horribly wrong. Okay, things are fine. Things would have been a little bit more fine a minute ago. Holy cow, I did the double block clutch. Things are already going awfully, but that's okay. Okay, what do we got? We got an ancient debris, plenty of gold. All right, anything good from this chest though? Not really. See, that's not what we want. I'm hoping that they have the charm of life somewhere. I mean, I'm sure they would, right? Golden carrots will work actually, and we'll take some. Brute, 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 brute. Oh, haha. Goodbye. See, that's why you bring extra blocks to the nether, because they're very useful for escaping. My escape patterns are awesome, except I'm gonna get shot in the back here in a second. Okay, we need a runway for the gyrodyne so we can get the flip out of here. Actually, wait, where's the nether fortress at? Ah! Okay, this is deserved. I deserve this for trying to flaunt my stuff and do well in the nether. Oh, wait, another chest? Nope, that's the same one as earlier. I'm gonna need so much netherrack while I'm here because apparently I use up a ton of blocks doing my dumb little shenanigans, which is fine. Moving on to the nether fortress, of course I'm not gonna have good luck here. In fact, the mobs were even worse. Plus, this was an open-ended fortress, which means it didn't exactly have an enclosed area where all those chests spawned. So I literally found nothing and just moved on to our next structure. Is that another bastion over there we can go check out? Let's try this one. This one's gotta have what we want. Okay, little easy landing here. Nice. I would die in those blades if those were real. If those actually rendered in, I would be pieces right now. Sir, can I talk to you about your car's extended warranty? Hello? 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 Fantastic. You all suck at this game. Okay, and block that off. What do we got? We got the spit thing template, more ancient debris that we just don't need. Seriously? No charm of life? Oh, well, that's what I wanted to do. Oh, perfect. You guys go into lava and you join them. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Oh, we got the golden hook. All right, well, you know what? At least we know that we can get it from this place. Since one bastion wasn't enough, we have to check them all, specifically the treasure bastions. These are the only ones that can have artifacts, but they don't just hand them over. A lot of these pigs actually fight for some reason. Yet, in my escapades, they still can't stop me from getting in their fortress. All right. Survival from fall. I was gonna try and boat clutch in my gyrodyne. Help me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. Oh, trying to boat clutch in the gyrodyne would have been so funny. I just didn't actually plan ahead of time. Oh, we have the panic necklace. I already have that one. No. Oh, that would have been great though if I didn't have it already. And the well of bastions was starting to dry up. I can't just always find a treasure bastion. I just got really lucky early on. So unfortunately, it made more sense to go home and find a new way of doing this. Oh, I see our portal. Holy cow, the flight is crazy out of your boy. I think mining might be the best way to find the charm of life because those mimics always drop artifact. They always drop one artifact. So if we go mining and we find a big cave, it's very possible we get it. This is not what I meant by go mining and find a big cave. Home sweet home. Very glad to see you, even though I can't stay for long. We got the golden hook, which is cool for XP, but that's literally all it does. And we want the charm of life so I can maybe face a warden or something like that. I don't know if that's in this world, and if it is, I'm gonna kill it. However, there was a side benefit to going to the nether, and that was netherite. I didn't plan on getting that much, but I got like 3 ingots or something. Ooh, we only have 3 out of 4 netherite. Do I want to go with the armor upgrade right away, or do we just go with these, the tools? I'm feeling armor. Let's go chest plate, boot or leggings, and then helmet. Okay, now I also think I want to go green. Boom, 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 Boom. All right, we trimmed our armor. What do we look like? Okay. All right, when the boots are netherite, we're gonna look drippy. But I can't forget our main mission. We gotta go find that crystal heart. That is absolutely what we need. So we'll take the gyro down here, and we will further explore this way, I guess, or a cave. All I'm looking for is like a deep ravine I might be able to see from the sky. Or maybe an up close and personal one. The gyrodyne was probably not the best option considering the ocean is not very see-through, but I thought it best to stick near already open caves. I've had pretty good luck of finding ones underneath other ones just like this that just continue to go down for absolutely no reason. Ah! Wow, perfect. This is exactly what we needed. Oh, it's not a mimic. Is this one a mimic? Yes, sir. Mimic time. Give me the crystal heart. That's all I need. Literally first try. First try. Oh, we got the scuba gear thing that I already have. Okay. All right. That's fine. We gotta find more of them though. And that hunt wasn't exactly easy. Caves don't normally have a sign pointing to the nearest mimic. Even though I found them, I wasn't always rewarded with the best of items. Most of the time, it was a duplicate that I already had. But even though I did get incredibly lucky finding many of them in a row, I just couldn't seem to snag the crystal heart. All until one of my hunches led me down the narrowest cave entrance ever. Mimic? No. Oh, there it is. The crystal heart. Yes. Put it on, put it on. Dude, look at my health. Oh my goodness, finally. Thank the Lord I found it. Okay, let's get the heck out of here, man. I don't want to stay anymore. I feel like my home is right here. Yuppers. Oh, we caved our way home. What a fantastic way to end the day. I'm just gonna go home and sleep, but what a great day. Today, I do have something in mind. First off, I want to find my emerald stash. Okay, here's some. I want to use these so that I can get these golden carrots. I want to get golden carrots, so I'm gonna make some I don't need this many composters. I literally need like 1, 2 villagers maybe. I think we have one extra. We'll use this guy here. I just made 8 composters for absolutely no reason whatsoever, but we did it, and it's gonna happen. So we'll put that there, and then hey Frank, come here, dog. I got a new job for you. I'm gonna trade this guy up for food, and then we'll have golden carrots from him. Look at this. Really appreciate you. Give me your golden carrots. Yeah, you're gonna have to do that forever now. Okay, food has been secured. We now have an ample amount of that, but I want to go to the end. I would like to get an elytra. I would like to go do that. I think we're at the stage where I can, but there was something I had to do before I left home. While caving, I brought back a surprise. That's right, there were grass blocks in the cave. Trust me, I don't know how it happened, but we're gonna grow a ton of it and add it to the island. Now, the plan isn't to 100% replace the moss or anything like that. I'm just getting enough grass that we can add texture to the island. And now I gotta prepare for the end. My first thought is to just grab a bunch of different blocks, mostly so that they can carry me through the end islands, but that's when I realized I'm nowhere close to ready for this fight. We also need a bow and probably a sword. We should probably work on a sword, actually, now that I think about it. Let's do that first. Grab some diamonds, get a few sticks, and let's see what we can make. Please have a legendary in here. Are you serious? No legendary? What are the odds of not getting a legendary out of 10 swords? Holy cow. Chat, we never got a legendary. Oh, on the last one. Okay. Whew. Oh, man, that was going to be awful if we didn't get one. Now, if you notice, I didn't have 30 levels when I got that sword, so yeah, you know what's coming. Give me all your money. Give it to me now. Sorry, just trading with the villagers, you know, for XP. But I used that to try my luck at an epic sword. Knockback 2, sharp 3, looting 3. Oh, yes. That is absolutely what we wanted to see there. Where was that book that we got? Sharp 3. Let's go. We can make a sharp 4 sword. Boom, baby. We've got 12 eyes currently. I'm going to want to buy more in the morning, and I'm gonna have to go hunt blazes now. Okay, well, we're at 15 blaze rods, so I'm gonna get the heck out of here now. We literally got everything we needed in one night. One thing I forgot about this entire video is sugarcane, and I'm gonna need a lot of this stuff for fireworks. Thankfully, we've gotten a bunch of paper from random looting in this video, so I had enough to take fireworks with me to the end. After that, I made sure I brought an anvil with me in case I had to combine an elytra with a mending and unbreaking book, alongside the actual books, of course. All right, we'll take, you know, we'll just do it all. I don't care. We've got all the pearls we could possibly need. Turn these into eyes. All right, we've got the eyes, we've got the pearls, we've got the books. Let's actually add these together now while I've got the chance. All right, and then we need a bow. decent bow. Power 3. That'll work. Especially when you buy too many of those bows and try to combine for a power 5. Yeah, I think you know where this is going. But it's fine, because we got the power 5 on a rare bow, which isn't too shabby. We have our power 5 bow with a pretty bad crit chance, but that's okay. We don't need that. Everything for bridging. We have pearls, we have eyes, we have the fireworks. Okay, I think we're ready to go to the end. The last thing I actually want to do is brew potions. I know I never do it, and I will not need these at all, considering the armor that I have, but hey, why not try? All right, boom, boom, and boom. We put in blaze powder here, and another wart there. This should give us the awkward potion, and then we put a blaze rod on it. This should make strength. Yup, okay, and then one glowstone will double it and give me strength 2. Yes, sir. Look at that. Plus 6 attack damage. Now, I don't think we need anything else. 3 strength should be enough. Unfortunately, that'll have to wait for another day, because tomorrow is the dragon. Okay, today is the day go to another dimension for the first time. Our second one, but the first time. Don't worry about it. All right, where are we headed? Directly behind me. Okie dokie. And you'd think because it's in the ocean, I'd use a boat, but no, we're using the gyrodyne to find this place. Every few landmarks, I would throw another eye to make sure I was going in the correct direction, until it pulled back and I figured out where the stronghold was. I stripped mine down and all I have to do is find the portal room. Luckily, this place wasn't near as confusing as all of the other ones I seemed to enter. Oh, there it is. Alrighty. There we go. Silverfish spawner down. Make sure the silverfish are down too. Okay. Do we want to make another portal here? We probably should, now that I think about it. What's the... Oh, wait, I don't have any iron on me. What am I doing? Well, in spirit, the nether portal is here whenever we want to use it. For now, though, we're going straight to the dragon, baby. Boom. Here we go. Oh, I added in the mod. Okay, I added in the cool dragon fight mod. So let's get to it, baby. Such a cool end, man. All right, dragon, time to start spawning in. Now we get to actually watch the dragon summon. Boom. 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 Dragon time, baby. Let's get it. Hello, dragon. Okay, we need to shoot these things. 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. You know what? I have an idea. Gyrodyne time. Gyrodyne power! Let's go. Boom. Easy. Oh, wait. How do we get this thing? Fly close. Fly close, Mr. Gyrodyne. Get it. Boom. Keep going. Whoa, we shoot fast. Okay, hold on. Boom. All right. Boom. Nice. Oh, Gyrodyne's turning on its own. Messing up my aim. Okay. We go to this one. We go to this one. All right. Nice. Okay, maybe Gyrodyne aim. Nice. And then last but not least, I think this one. Alrighty, Mr. Dragon. Time to die. Heck yeah. Air battle, baby. You've never had one of these before right off the cuff, did we? Come back here. I can fly too now. Yeah, what do you think of this? Huh? Power 5. Power frickin' 5. Well, you stay away from my Gyrodyne, all right? Me and this gal tight, all right? We're good at this. Whoa, back up, Nelly, back up. All right, we're gonna drink a strength. I wanna see if that actually improves my my bow ability. Oh, wait, shoot. Here we go. There we go, boom. Oh, big hits. Oh, Nelly. Okay, let's get it. Boom. All right, we're almost there. Couple more hits. Couple more. Come on, Gyrodyne. Steady out. One more, surely. Yeah! Let's go, Mrs. Gyrodyne. You're the best. Oh, I couldn't have done it without you, truly. Where did you come from? Rain down that XP all up on me. All right, there seems to be some more hidden up here. Give me all this jamming stuff. Oh, alrighty. Wow, that was so much easier than it ever has been before. But I'm out of here. I'm headed straight to the end city for an elytra. I mean, I know I have a Gyrodyne, but like being able to view the world incredibly quickly is what I'm after. Ooh, flying around the void. Render distance cranked. Oh, there she blows. There's the end city and there's the ship. Oh, wait, I forgot I installed this mod. I didn't need the book at all. What is that? Dude. Okay, we're gonna have some fun in this end. I am excited. Dude, what is that thing? What is that? Why is there a house down there? All right, Elytra, come to me. Come to Papa. Get rid of these spawners real quick. No, I didn't want you. I did not ask for you. Thank you. Oh, it's a normal one. Okay, good. I'm glad I brought the book. But yes, you saw that right. The Elytra is uncommon. One of the worst things in the end is the fact that Elytras are also tiered. So after looting one end city and realizing it's not super worth it, I mean, unless I just want a ton of diamonds, I'm just gonna head to every ship possible, whether I've seen it before or not, and scout it out, hopefully find Elytras and get my legendary. This pink ship was full of really random loot. It even had like ore deposits in the basement, but it also had so much diamond already. Could you imagine finding this chest on like day 10? I mean, sure, you're not going to be in the end, but you're going to have a jump scare. Either way, I realized there's no Elytra on this ship and had to move on. Hold up. Why is there a cute little ender golem down here? Hello? What are you? Oh, it's like a little bear. Like a little bear. Do you have loot inside of you? Nope, I am a meanie for breaking you open. I'm so sorry. Would you be shocked to learn that the next ship didn't have a legendary on it? Yeah, me neither. And same with the next one. Yep, we're already starting this process. This just kept happening. I also found new ships that had the enchanted Elytra, but none of them were legendary. This scavenger hunt, if that's what you want to call it, was starting to drive me a little insane. Okay, this ship with another common combined with an uncommon equals a common. This is starting to get common, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, I'm considering counting how many more of these I'm gonna have to go through before I get the legendary, and it's not going well. You know what, editor, put a number on the screen of how many Elytras we've actually gotten so far and combined, like in total, how many Elytras have we picked up this entire time, including the one I'm wearing, the epic one, and all the ones combined to still equal a common Elytra. I need to know that number. The viewers need to know that number. At this point, the hunt for a legendary just wasn't possible. I was actually getting epics more than I thought I would, but for some reason, when you combine an epic and an epic, it doesn't give you legendary. It's just another random chance roll, and I wasn't gonna take that random chance. So I said, heck it. You know, it's probably been another like 20 Elytras since that last count a few seconds ago, and I am nowhere closer to getting a legendary. Look, we're running low on fireworks. I've already been at this for like days. And let's be real, the legendary Elytra doesn't have the best buffs in the world. So like, I think I might just stick with this one. We have the armor toughness, the durability, and the speed. So let's just re-roll these ones, see if we get the legendary. We clearly won't. Throw it away. All right, this is the Elytra I'm gonna use. All right, I'm not sitting in the end anymore. There we go. Okay, that is actually a sigh of relief, man. I am getting out of here. We're done. We're done skis. Donezo. I'm out. All right, let me find a gateway and go home, man. Let me go home. ET phone home? No. Welcome in. Go home now. Before finding my gateway, I actually stumbled upon an end garden, which had a bunch of different flowers. Some that I wasn't even used to. Like, I didn't know torch flowers were in the game or what the heck they were, but I'm happy to have them. Either way, we exited the end a little bit more depressed than when we started. I mean, the goal was legendary and I got like 17 epics. At the very least, we ended out the day with a lot of good loot for our home. Speaking of nicer for our house, a new day started and I was gonna use each and every one of those plants that I collected. I'm actually fairly hesitant to bone meal the island. I mean, what if stuff around me turns into moss that I don't want it to be moss? So it was looking very bare without all of these flowers. Then I remembered before we left for the end, I made a grass platform and I could just grow all the stuff that I need right over there and take it and transport it to the island. It was the perfect idea. I don't have to bone meal the moss and I'm still getting the texture I hoped for. But we're also gonna need a new shovel, a legendary shovel that I can put silk touch on so I can bring that random dirt pile next to our boat over to the island and increase the looks of the place. That is a big whale, dog. Yo, what up, Mr. Whale? How's it going, dude? I'm swimming next to a whale. Mr. Whale. How's it going, dog? Bar any more ocean life interfering, this was a quick and easy process. I'm just gonna hope that this place ends up looking a little, like 5% nicer with all of the grass we're putting in. I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference, mostly because I really do like the vibrance of the moss, but I think this adds in that cool tone that we were missing. From afar, I think it looks better. I would like to add in, you know, our little grass everywhere, but other than that, I think we cooked up a great looking place. I'm more happy with this island now than I ever have been. The wildlife is making it so much cooler. I mean, I know we had the water attraction, but that was like the only thing giving us depth, but the grass just adds so much to this place. Now, one of the last things I had to do was actually clean up a bit. There was a chest at random that I always used for decorations and stuff, but we don't need it out here anymore. So I shoved it in one of the storage houses because I don't want to organize it at my own. Yeah, I know that's probably really bad, but who cares? It's day 95. I'm never gonna see it again. So we've still got a few days. I do think I need to go and upgrade my tools and my remaining boot to netherite. Okay, yeah, I want to see what our full trimmed armor would look like, so let's head to the nether. The hardest part about this nether, though, is finding a good place to start mining down. The last time we were here, we were just bastion hunting, but a lot of this place is open lava. Technically, that was my idea until I just gave up, dug into the wall, and hoped it led straight down to some netherite. It's not like finding this stuff is hard or anything, just time consuming. But I don't really need too much. The main thing is just my boots. Those had been suffering from being diamond this whole time. Perfect. Okay, we've got 8. We can head the heck home, which is this way. Perfect. Before I left, though, I remembered I grabbed a couple TNT. I just had it left over from some of the ocean raids, and I figured why not try it? I'm no expert at this, but I've never TNT mined in the nether once, and I just really wanted to see how effective it is. Let's just say it was way better than I thought. Maybe I just got lucky or something like that, but I was seeing so much netherite. I'm honestly considering gunpowder farms in the future for whenever I actually need netherite, because that was quick and easy. Oh, wow. Hey, look at that. There's home. What great flying skills I possess. Don't you dare. No, you load that thing and then you shoot. There you go. No way. Hello, home, sweet home. Time to smelt up my netherite. Well, before the sun fully rises. Hello, Frank. My OG Mr. Frank. Time to upgrade. Netherite, 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 baby. Woo! We got the full netherite set. I look goofy as all get out, though. Like, I got... Wowzers, I'm goofy. Either way, we looking hecka fly, and it's a new day. New day, new me, baby. I'm gonna try and get Depth Strider on my boots, and the only way I really know how to do that is to just hope for a good level 30 enchant on a book. So I bought a few from, you know, a friend, Frank, and got to work wasting all of my levels. Upon getting Depth Strider 3, though, I combined it up with my boots, and now I am the aquatic goat. The reason for the need for speed attitude here is because I have to go find a drowned with a trident. That's right, I would like a trident in this world. I think it would top it off well, you know, to be able to fly around because of the water. However, the first place I went was a pillager outpost, which is normally supposed to be a drowned outpost in this world, but man, it took them forever to spawn. I even tried hollowing out the inside so they'd have more places to spawn, but none of them had a trident and definitely didn't want to give it to me. So I found a new structure, a nearby boat right next to another pillager outpost. Hopefully, with these two different spawns, I'll be able to get the trident much quicker. Oh, here we go. Trident, first trident. Come on, give it to me. Oh, second trident. Second trident. Here we go. Surely. Oh my goodness, we got it. Let's go. Second trident try, baby. Now, where's our house? I'm not lost, you are. Thankfully, we have dolphins in the ocean that shoot me incredibly far, incredibly fast, leading me straight home in an instant. Well, almost home in an instant. I can at least see my home from here. And when I was back, you can figure out what I was doing. I was just missing a couple levels, okay? We wanted level 30 the Trident, and the villagers were the best way to get XP. I was very hopeful that on my first try I'd get everything that I need, but I only got Impaling. Not only was that my first time getting it, I wanted Riptide. Let's see, Unbreaking 3, Riptide, and Impaling. Oh, it's so close. I need one. I need Riptide. Oh, I need the Riptide 3 though. Okay. We could just use books. I'm sure we can get Riptide 2 somewhere. This didn't exactly go my way though. Apparently it's really hard to get Riptide on a frickin' book, but it used all of my levels doing so. Eventually, you knew exactly where I was, trading with the Franks for more XP. But I used that to get Riptide 3 and combine it onto my Trident. You know, it'd be cool if you could put like sharpness and fire aspect on this thing. Then it'd be a real viable weapon. Oh yeah, but before I could use it, I had to buy mending. There's no way I'm letting this thing break because I'm gonna go have fun with it. We have the Riptide Trident now, baby. Let's check this out. Boom! I have never used one of these before. This is so cool. Holy cow, you can actually fly forever with this thing. You don't need fireworks or nothing. I know it may sound crazy, but I always thought these things were useless. Like, I didn't know they had some real potential in the game to them. But after my fun, I organized up a shulker box full of stuff that I need in case I wanted to try out a warden fight. The issue was, at the time, I didn't know if they spawned in the world, mostly because it's ocean only, and I don't know if the deep dark biome is even in the game. Okay, well, if we do end up being able to find a warden before the time ends, I have everything I need. I got the strength, I got the healing, I got the god apples, I got everything I need for him. But there are a couple of things I can do before that happens. For one, I would like to test my Trident out on the aqua life below us. So let's sleep, get some sun, and kill some sharks. Sharks have been like the bane of my existence in this video. Look at him. Look at this guy. Boom. 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 Boom! Dude, look how many hearts he has. Holy, look how many hearts this man has. I'm actively stealing hearts from him too. How many hearts does this guy actually have? That is crazy. I think he's got like 100+ hearts. One of their sharks is equivalent to like the Wither or the Ender Dragon. Okay, look, I may be insane. The wildlife hasn't done that much to me, but I did want to kill every shark in its line. Was it necessary? 50-50, probably. Some of these things did torment me while I was building my own boat or my island, okay? I was stung by jellyfish, I was attacked by a shark. Heck, a great white decided to try and help build the ship with me, and they deserve to die for it. However, halfway through fighting gang after gang of shark, I realized that they weren't all that strong. Turns out they basically have the vampire effect like I do with my vampiric glove. Whenever they bite me, they do damage to me. But whenever I hit them, I do damage to them and get the hearts back. However, when I have the bleed effect, they're getting my hearts. So it was like a trade-off. That's why some of them were a lot stronger than others. Finding out that most of the wildlife to see wasn't that strong got me thinking, what could actually be the strongest? Now, I did load up a new world and check to see if there was a possibility of a warden, and it wasn't. So we're fighting the next best thing. Oh, wait, it's raining. Holy cow, dude, I can go so fast. Why have I never used this before? Oh my goodness, I'm literally a living torpedo. Who knew Minecraft could be so fun? When was the Trident added and when was it so fun? Holy cow. Okay, I had an idea while I was out to sea. I already forgot it, but if I stare at this wall, I'll remember it. I remembered it. Okay. Water breathing potions. I need pufferfish. I'm pretty sure that's how you make water breathing, and I think there might be one stored down here. 2. Awesome. Okay. Do I remember how to make water breathing potions? We're about to find out. That's right, people. A water breathing potion specific to the Elder Guardian, the 3 that I'm gonna go try and kill. All right, here is the biggest Guardian temple. Here we go. Immediately, I get mining fatigue, and that's okay. As long as I can find a way in, we will be good. Now, let's drink our water breathing, so we have it. Here's one. Boom, baby! There goes number 1. I could have sworn you were able to just find them by following. Oh, number 2. Yo, what up, homie? Boom, baby. That's 2. I see you, peekaboo. Hello, I have a trident now. I know it's unfortunate for you. Oh, that feels good. That feels very good. All right, drink our milk and get the heck out of here. Now, I know it's not a warden, but I still think it is a very good signal that I have completed 100 days out to sea. Well, other than getting the trident, okay, I'm having a lot of fun with that. But I did want to make sure to honor the things that I killed in this video. Well, not the sharks, frick the sharks. For the remembrance of the 3 guardians who tried to stand in my way, it clearly did not work out very well for them. So, I went ahead and checked in a duplicate of this world if there were ancient cities or the possibility of a warden. There isn't. So I've basically killed everything this world has to offer, and the strongest thing was the bull shark on day 6. So honestly, I have yet to figure out what I want to do. This is our last day on this world, all right? Day 100. What would be the biggest possible thing we can do to send off this perfect world? I was thinking we head to the Nether and kill the only other possible boss in the game, the Wither. Yep, now this is not an easy task. I've got 20 minutes for enough Wither skeletons to spawn to get me the heads. And it was an absolute nightmare doing this. At first, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to, okay? A lot of stuff wasn't spawning, mostly because I was staying at one fortress at a time. What I needed to be doing was flying around to different ones, letting stuff spawn in when I get there, and then leave that behind. Maybe come back later when stuff has regened again, but sitting in one place was not gonna do it. All until I found this place. All right, there we go. Head number 1 has been uncovered. Well, okay, the other one found lava, but this one's technically number 1, kind of. And then it was on. It was clockwork from there. I repeated the process until I found heads 2 and 3. There we go. Second head, easy peasy. Now we just need 1 more. Oh, there we go. Easy. All right, now we just have to take this stuff home-ish. Wait, should I just fight it here? Actually, I have no idea where I should fight this thing now that I think about it. It is kind of destructive, so, nah, we'll take it home. I don't have my bow on me. Okay, we don't have much longer in this world. It is day 100. That is okay. Give me strength. Let's find our bow real quick, and we will kill a dangerous 3-headed creature. But we're clearly not gonna fight it on our island, so I came up with a way better solution. Who doesn't want to terrorize villagers at the end of the video? Come on, I mean, it's gonna be a little fun doing it like this, so we'll fight it over the open ocean, but also blow up a couple villagers. Hey guys, how's it going? Here, I brought you a very special gift. Enjoy. Trust me, he is not a friend. He is a very much so foe. Here we go. He's gonna blow up that villager. It'll be really funny. Boom! So many of them just died. And then he's just gonna stand over me like a moron. Look at this. Look at this guy. The Java Wither, guys. Woohoo! He's incredibly hard to beat. Come on down, bucko. Come on down. Stop breaking everything. I'm standing on this. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, that was the entire fight. Holy cow, what was I worried about at all? Well, I mean, I wasn't exactly worried, but wowzers. You know what I am worried about is if I can craft a beacon before the sun rises. I don't know when the sun rises, but when it does, I want to have a beacon. Surely we can do it. Okay, we need obsidian. Boom. We need glass. 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 That's sand. Glass. 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 Shoot! Not what I wanted to see. Okay. Beacon time. Boom. 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 Beacon. Do we need blocks for underneath it? Okay. All right. Beacon time right here. This is the perfect spot for it. And boom. I mean, what are we selecting out of these? Haste. Speed? Haste. I don't know. Whatever. It took a singular day to get a beacon. That is insane. Oh, wow. Look at that. Here comes the sun, everybody. 100 days on an ocean-only world, and I totally stole from all these boats around me. I mean, but could you not? Like, this place is awesome now. I have a sick house. I got cool friends. They're all locked up and whatever, but that's not my problem. All right, well, this is the last day. See you later. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel while you're down there. We are so close to hitting 1 million subs, and you gotta join that before 1 mil gang. Just a reminder though, my Youtooz has dropped today. Limited time only deal, people. It'll only be out May 24th to June 21st, so don't miss out. I got one early, and trust me, he's awesome. But seriously, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.